Well, hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Thursday. So this is a Thursday a little bit different. We've got a very special show as always, but there is something coming up. Now, I couldn't help myself. I had to give you a little hint last night. If you weren't with me, oh my goodness, glad you're here now, because there's something special happening tonight that just to prove that you never know what you're going to see on the show. We are a live show. We only get 15 hours per week with you, so we make sure that those 15 hours are never ever to be missed, and there is always something special around the corner, whether it's brand new, whether it's a museum masterpiece, whether it's maybe the most incredible value we've ever had in diamonds. I know we're fresh off of an incredible diamond value last Friday. It was diamond studs at our best price ever by far, but there is something happening today that you do not want to miss. I don't know when it's coming up. It's whenever we feel like it. Could be in 2 minutes. Could be right after our museum masterpiece. I don't know. We're going to see how the show goes because we have got so many incredible ideas. It's not just one item. You know, the truth is with this business, you can build a show on one item. You can if it's that good. And I have that item. But we're going to always make sure that we have a little bit of something for everybody, every price point, every need, every want, every dream piece. And so that's what today is about. We're so glad to have you with us. It's no fun to do it without you guys. Glad you're here. We're going to make it worth your while on this fabulous, fabulous Thursday night. Now, there's also some brand new coming up, as I cannot have a show without brand new. I love our brand new. And first of all, can I just say, speaking of brand new, there's a lot of you just in the last, I don't know what it is, but in the last couple of minutes from literally 4:55 to 5 p.m., that's what time it is out here on the West Coast in Los Angeles, I have received, I kid you not, just in the last 5 minutes, I received 12 different emails or messages via Facebook. And that's how people usually reach out. And got to tell you, they have all been rave reviews about pieces you've been receiving today. So obviously the shipping department has been very, very busy, and a lot of you have been receiving items today. So I have had rave reviews about all different kinds of pieces, and gosh, thank you all so much. Nothing makes a host happier than having great merchandise, but of course, having you get it at home and really love it when you get it, because you know there's a lot of times we shop places elsewhere that we might be disappointed, right? So thank you to everybody who's reached out. I really appreciate it, and so glad that you're loving what you're getting and that we can live up to what you're seeing on the air. So we also have a museum masterpiece, so you know I'm bringing out one per show, every show leading up to JCK when that kicks off next week. So we've got a very, very special one near and dear to my heart. It also makes sense for the end of May here, and we're going to bring out a really, really important emerald. I am not shy about telling you it has yellow diamonds, it is emerald. It is one of our largest ever. We've got that for you. It is certified, as most of the museum masterpieces have been, and it is a must-go price. So if you're new to this whole special little segment I'm doing with you, well, get ready. It's a wow price, and I got to tell you, this may be the best value and the most must-go of all the museum masterpieces I've had so far. But there's plenty of brand new. If you missed out on the Sapphire last night, I've got one that's a little bit more affordable, similar in size. Also have a great emerald pendant for you that's new, and I was a little bit stunned with the price tag, and before I ran back like a good little host and said, hey guys, this price is wrong, I decided I'm going to play dumb, and I'm just going to do it, and we'll just, you know, get it out the air, on the air and out the door for you. So that's coming up as well. Fire opal's here in a really unique cut, and we have a great way to start, which is some fanciest of fancy diamonds. We're going to show you yellow and white diamonds in a butterfly. So let's take a look at this. Actually, two butterflies for less than the price of one, and that's going to be very exciting. So welcome on into Thursday. It is one you want to. I said this last Friday about our first ever flash sale event. I'm not afraid to tell you we've got one coming up. There is a flash sale event at some point tonight. And I mentioned last Friday that you may want to call somebody who also loves jewelry, knows jewelry, is excited about jewelry, maybe isn't, but might be if they find the right value. We've got something that, trust me when I tell you, not everybody in the world is ever going to get to own or see in person in real life. That is our ultimate flash sale. So that is coming up. But here is 112-5720, and wonderful to have you all with us. So we're very excited you're here, and we got the jewelry to show you how much we appreciate your arriving here tonight. Look at this. This is a beauty, isn't it? So I want you to see it on the hand because it extends. This is that really exaggerated bypass, but it's still very easy to wear because it does come back to one band in the back. So you see there, it's not difficult to wear. It's going to wear like your basic bands. I promise you that. 30 points in the yellow. They are vibrant as can be. They don't get much more vibrant than that. Neons and natural. And then you've got 58 points in white diamonds, the bigger butterfly that can sit up top or at the base because each one is flying a different direction so that they always look great. They always work together. take a look at this. Oh, I love it. I mean, that is really chic, ultra, ultra, ultra chic. And isn't it nice to have, it's our backup wheel, so it's a little different, it's a little louder, but hey, at least we have a wheel. Last night, if you were here with us, you know we didn't have one, so it was a little bit more challenging. This is one, got a good wheel here, a little backup for you, as the other one is in the shop, so to speak. But also with this one, because there's no soldering in the middle, you can make it a little bit closer together, wider apart, cinch it in a little bit. If you want to adjust sizing a little bit on your own, day by day, moment by moment, you can, because we know it's hot, hot, hot soon to be. I mean, right? The unofficial kickoff to summer is on Monday. So for some of us, summer has arrived. We were dealing with, you know, all kinds of 100-degree weather lately this week. So I know that it's hot where you might be. And I know that DC was hot. I know that. DC was really hot, but not today, but the last couple of days. So it seems like we're all getting a taste of summer. And I mention that because if you are somebody who maybe swells a little bit in the heat, sorry, it's just human biology, right? It's what we do. That's a great ring where you're still not putting it aside and saving it for the rainy days, so to speak, when it gets chilly and cold. You're wearing it all the time. So you can also wear it here or here, but there's a great big blowout for you, and it's all in 14 karat gold, and it's two-tone, so it goes with everything, including if you've got sterling silver or platinum, that'll go with it too, right? So that's kind of a nice little adjust. I love that it's just going to work with everything in your wardrobe that you wear in jewelry, because we like to add something special. So here we are with the butterflies at total of, man, oh man, 88 points in diamonds, lots of gold spinning around, and then of course your butterflies, which are super significant to, I think, most of us. They always have some kind of symbolic meaning, and we're really proud to bring you a great ring that you can look down on and see all day long and maybe remind you of something sweet. So here we are. It's used to be $29.99. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's a great value when you've got that much gold, especially when gold is still, it's still up there, right? I know a lot of you are like, but it ain't I know. Isn't it sad that we're saying it's not $6,000 anymore? It's not 55. It's only like 48 or 46. Yay. I mean, it's so funny when we think about it. It's all what we get used to, right? Like, I'll be excited when I don't pay $7 a gallon for gas one day. I'll be excited about that. But, you know, for now, and I'll feel like one day I'll go to the pump and it'll be $6. I'll be like, yes, this will be like a win, right? But it's all in perspective. So we love that this is, again, $29.99 is a great value. Let's show you how we do things. And a brand new markdown on a one-of-a-kind, it's $999. And I've never seen a butterfly design ever, even in the small petite versions or the little pendants or anything else, for a price tag like that. But we've got that one ring as it is in the two-tone gold for $999. So that's a huge value there. We've got a great looking pendant coming up in emerald. That's the mistake one. You've got this. I kind of figured, Jason, you were on the lines quickly. I'm glad who got it. They were really smart to be on the phone lines so early, and I think they know this is how Lolo does. You go low, especially in the beginning. Now this is my mistake piece. Okay, I'm starting with it early, and I'm telling you right now, this one is wrong. It's 1130480. So if you've been in the market for a big emerald pendant specifically, you want to dial in, just like Jason's caller did on the butterfly. They were there saying yes at $29.99, and then I marked it down $2,000. So got you all the savings. But here's 18 karat gold in 480. I have never had this before. We're talking brand new. We're doing a lot of that. And then we've got this very, very special 18 karat gold setting, 242 Colombian emerald, yes, and then it's elongated emerald cutting as well. Wait till you see this from a distance. Yes, there are inclusions. There is with every emerald that's natural from the earth. If it's not going to be inclusions, it's probably some kind of green coated glass or something like that. That's not what we do. We've got Colombian Muso Mine emerald here, in 29 points in diamonds as well. And it even feels a little bit like those larger, more pronounced sizes, a little bit, maybe not as elongated as the dog tag I had the other day that I debuted, but similar in its larger feel and presence that it has. Got some great finishing as well, which I'm always digging. I like a great finishing to the inside, because these are the parts that actually, you know, they touch our body. That's really important to have. Great jewelry has to feel good too. And it's got to be, you see that little lift that it has, so all your glow of that stone, a lot of light getting to those diamonds and the emerald. And of course, here's what it looks like from a distance away. Nice size bail. So yes, it'll work with your DBTYs. And look at that. That's a stunner. And we have got, so look at the clarity. You can see right on through that stone. That is a transparent stone. And I would say evaluate it. We love to give it up close, but we like to see it from a distance away as well, so you can really appreciate that's the glow you're getting. It looks flawless from this angle. 1 inch in the drop is your length. Stays in the 18 karat yellow gold. And isn't that beautiful? 18 karat. karat. When you've got the yellow gold, especially richer, buttery 18 karat yellow gold with an emerald, that is a match made in heaven. It really is. So very excited to have that for you. Take a look at this on the neckline here. And then I got to hide that for Tracy. There's a little ring, and again, otherwise I'll hear about it. But take a look at this. This is a really, really special stone. I love the size and the glow as we take another look at it up close. And we'll go ahead. It was funny. I put something on the wheel earlier to take photos for a customer who emailed me also about 2 seconds before the show. And it was like, I never appreciate it. I feel for these gems and how close they have to be, because just putting down, and I've got, I've got manicures every 10 days or so. It's like, I couldn't believe what my fingertip looked like just putting it on the wheel. It's like, we really have to appreciate how up close and personal this angle, we talk about 10 power magnification, but if you could see the details of what this gives you, I mean, it really is a nice shot. Like I always say, this is a better view at your jewelry than you'd even get in person with a loupe, and seeing it live and seeing it move and seeing all those gorgeous colors, it really is something. We're going to blow it out. It should be $69.99. You know it all day long. We've seen 242s. Actually, even my museum masterpiece, I already told you it's emerald, it's a $373. And it's going to be far more than $7,000. It's a great value. It's a must go. But it's also not that different in size. So we are getting into a size of stone that merely takes the emerald immediately. Anything over really 2 carats, when you've got chromium-rich stones like the emerald is, it's given that color from that element, and that's what inhibits the growth. So you're talking about before the stone was even a stone. When it was growing in the ground, that chromium element restricts how big the crystal can get. So it is monstrous to get a 242 in that gem. So what we're going to do is take it even lower than 69 or 59, 49. I told you this is just wrong. I know it is. And we're going to reward those of you who are fast on the phone lines. I obviously only have one here, but it's one of those that this is going to be gone in a hurry, and it's not 49 or even 39.99 or even 29.99. I know it's a pretty big piece for 11 minutes in, but that's because you haven't seen the price tag and the value yet, which is going to be absolutely outstanding, because we're going to blow it out right now for $1,999. That's it. So $19.99 only on that one. What a mega, mega value that is when you got the glow like you do. You saw it from a distance. It is completely transparent. How can I help you? Really? Oh, that's nice. I suppose he wants a little something something for Vicky, right? Maybe a piece of jewelry probably to shop. No, I think we'll do that, Darren. Thank you. I'm chained to my wheel right now, but I will. I appreciate knowing that, and thank you, Darren, and hello right back to you. That's pretty exciting. I wonder what's up in Tennessee tonight. I wonder how they've been celebrating all day. It sounds like they're celebrating with us here tonight. That's awfully nice. Well, as I leave the emerald, and I don't know, maybe this will balance for me just so I can. Oh no, it won't. I was hoping so. I'll tell you what, $19.99 on this one. That's not going to last very long. Let me put up a ring that's next, and then we'll talk to Darren and Vicky. That sounds pretty fabulous. Well, here's your fabulous emerald, or rather your pear shape in the Kunzite. So this has got a great saturation of color and one of a kind in the ring, of course. So we're really excited about that. And don't forget about that emerald piece. That emerald piece is still available for one caller. So I knew there'd be a celebration today. I want to just thank you. First of all, hi, Darren. Nice to have you with us. And let's send a happy birthday shout out to his beautiful bride, Vicky, who are celebrating together with us tonight in Tennessee. So hi, guys. Thank you so much. Thanks for being with us. I hope, Vicky, it's been a wonderful, wonderful day. I know that's a really good, got in the May there. So you got that emerald birthstone. I couldn't help but think about maybe that emerald pendant, celebration of your birthstone perhaps. I know we've kind of left Taurus season and aren't we into Gemini season, I have a feeling? But again, that's that really, really important May birthstone. So happy birthday to you, Vicky. Thank you, Darren, for the call, and glad you guys are with us tonight. Thank you. That's always nice. I love celebrating with our TVON family. We celebrate a lot of events together. Yeah, we get the Christmas and the Easter and the Mother's Day and the Father's Day and the holidays, but there's always those personal moments and those personal milestone holidays we love too. So thanks, guys, for being with us and for giving us a call. And maybe, just maybe, you could shop for a little jewelry together tonight. Who knows? That sounds like that's how I like to celebrate milestones. But here we are with our Kunzite 113-1265. Don't forget about the emerald pendant, still hanging out for you if you'd like. The butterflies, by the way, Jason, I got to ask, speaking of celebrations, who got the beautiful butterfly ring? Patricia got it. Thank you, Patricia. Thank you so much. I am glad you picked that up. All right, so here we are with the, oh, this is a good size too. 273 is the carat weight on the Kunzite. Deep, rich, saturated color we love, and 16 points in the diamonds right along the sides, just really tapering on down, leading into that fabulous look that is a very, very special, isn't that the ultimate neon right there? I feel like that's got that really bright, you see those amazing, it's that ultraviolet blue that I now find is really, to me, it's the priority to get in a Kunzite. Pink's not going to cut it around here. You got to have the purples, but then those purple and pink or orchid tones. Still, I love when they have that really tertiary or that third color, if you will, of those ultraviolet blues. That to me is really when you know you have the neon, the ultimate level in Kunzite material. So we got that here, and then it's really easy. You know, I think that a lot of Kunzites we see are quite a bit larger. This one's a nice one to wear every single day, I think, size-wise. Take a look, still a good size gem, but as we see it on the hand here, we can realize, yeah, it's a really pretty way that also a little more elongated to this particular pear shape. So you see it's got a lot of that really pretty stream of light that goes through it, like a waterfall of different cascading colors and light throughout. Yes. Emerald pendant, congratulations. Let me know when you know who got that one. Love that. But here's what we'll do on this one, and it's soon to go as well. I'll just pop it on the other way here. It's a little teeny size right now. So let me just see if I can get that on the other way for you. There it is. So that's what it looks like the other way. So for those of you who like your pear shapes pointing away from the hand, there you go. And we'll take this, yeah, $34.99. It's a nice Kunzite, but I don't think that price is so nice. I think we're going for a little bit better pricing on a day when we have a museum masterpiece must go that will blow your mind. We have an incredible flash event that I'm telling you about now, and it is do not miss and get ready. It is so good. So good. I am really excited about this flash event, and it's like we're just giving away jewelry. When you hear that word flash, you should immediately realize we're about to give away some jewelry here. So we'll do that tonight, and then here we are with a better price on the Kunzite. How about, yes, thank you, Nan. Enjoy that emerald pendant. Thank you so much for shopping tonight. I appreciate you. Let's make this $9.99 as well. We're on a roll with these discounts. Otherwise, you wouldn't be going 3 for 3 or 2 for 2 or whatever it is. We got to make sure we keep that going. I'm going for a major, we're going streaking today. We are. We're going to just get everything out the door as we do. We have a new Sapphire, Tanzanite earrings that are huge but tiny price. Just what I like. And a new Tourmaline that gives us a diamond pink peach. Oh, I love the Tourmaline you're about to see. It's a really big one as well. But $9.99 for the Kunzite with diamonds. So let me know if you'd like to get that really high-end and ultimate level of quality in your Kunzite. Then we've also have, there is a very large 6-carat purple Paraiba that actually has a pretty similar color to this one if you want to go even more rare in your stone. But the one thing we can't seem to get enough of is a certain category of a stone that is typically, well, it's known as a phenomenal stone, but then we have this fire opal. I had the close to a match in an earring. Let me give that a little extra polish. I had it pretty close to a match in an earring last night, and it was actually a cushion cut. This is, and that may not be, I may need to really, actually rely on the professionals to give that a polish, but let's just show you here. This is stunning. It is our Asher cut fire opal, and although this is different because it's not going to give you a ton of different colors, what this does give you is that really important cherry red. It's a red with a neon orange undertone. It's 113-1268. It's also brand new right now, and again, we're moving before pieces go, so just say the word if you want the Kunzite. So we still have available for you, and this is our 122. That is a fire opal, and it is elite level. It's also large. I don't think this is, well, okay, I'll go with it. 122. Probably not. No. We're used to them looking larger than they weigh, but that one is significant. So wait till you see this on the hand, because I know we just debuted this mounting a couple of days ago, and it had a Kunzite in it. And you know what? I know the Kunzite was much more significant, so it was about a 3 carat. So anyway, point is, you'll see it on the hand. It's a lot bigger than a carat 22 is ever going to give you. 58 points is the diamond weight as well, and that will be double halo diamonds. Let me zoom back just a little bit. Again, we've got a little different orientation with our wheel here. I'm gonna just, there we go, focus in a little bit more too. So you can see how stunning that stone is. It's gonna have this neon glow, gives you more red than it does yellow or orange. There's really no yellow. I would say secondary oranges that are bright as can be. Think like neon, corals, really kind of a summertime color if there ever was one. And then what do you think of that? Seeing how it just lights up, almost like what we saw, the glow of the emerald. Well, here it is, but in a fire opal, and look at how red that is. One only here. It's a big discount for, yes, being brand new. You've never seen it, so hard to say that, oh, it used to be $69.99 or should be $59.99, but all those apply. You know how this fire opal world works, especially when you get into those higher end qualities like what we're seeing here, and yet the Asher is so rare. See a lot of fire opals every now and then. It'll be a round or it'll be an oval. It's very rarely an Asher cut, so I'm loving seeing something a little bit more unique in the cutting here. And there you can really see those bright orangey glows that are coming through. It's definitely every single facet. See how some look more pinky fuchsia, some look more orange, some look more red. Then you'll see a flash of golden out of nowhere, and just the really ultimate high level in fire opal. And it's not even $2,000. It's $19.99 for one caller only on our brand new fire opal in the really large size. And of course, we're gonna have to give that. We're gonna give a little steam. You need steam clean. Steam's really a good way to clean jewelry, by the way. If you're ever, you know, if you happen to be just like over the hot stove and you're cooking some, you know, like boiling the pasta and getting ready for family dinner, and then you just want to pop your jewelry over that for a minute. You know, be safe with your fingers, but like, you know, maybe use a little, you know, tool and tweezers or something, and yeah, it's a good way to clean jewelry that is effective and not too harsh, right? You can always rely on steam cleaning. So ultrasonics can be a little harsh for some like opals, so I don't recommend that with the opal stones, but I do with steam. So it's always what we do on the way out. Packaged pieces are packaged up for you, and they get a nice little steam cleaning, so they arrive perfect. But that is a really beautiful stone. So that'll be our one only, and then get ready, museum must go. The masterpiece today is every bit the definition of a masterpiece, not only with the stone, but the way it's set. So we'll see that. We also have some really incredible, I got to show these brand new Tanzanites, because it is not every day that we see something like this. When I know how many of you at least have reached out and were kind enough to spend a moment of your valuable time and reach out to me and say, here's what I'm looking for. Here's what we have for you in what I know is definitely in demand right now. And you're probably heeding the advice that there's very few remaining in overall blue wing block D material here, and nowhere else to potentially go out and get it, even if you were willing to, let's say, spend more. And here's our rare pair of earrings. It's 113-1276. That's your item number on a fabulous, what you're seeing there is the mechanism. So they are omega backs, and they really require that simply because they are a little heftier of a stud. You're probably thinking, not drop, not big chandelier. Do they need that? There's such a great gem presence here at almost 3 carats each that 1276 is going to require that really important omega backing. You'll never see that when it's on. So here's our 5 carats 93. So they're nice hefty stones here, and that's almost 3 carats each, and then you get 76 points in diamonds to make that halo. Some halos are quite fine, meaning they're real small, just a really tiny little border of diamonds. This is a little different in that you are getting that over 3/4 carat diamond weight all the way around in that earring, and with this beautiful design that keeps it classic but still gives you a really special something to enjoy. So we are ready for a major value, but I know it's one only, so I know it's early and there's a lot of folks that haven't even arrived yet, so you're getting that real special kind of, again, early bird here, and that's really exciting. But these values are here. They're chosen based on their value, so you know if it's here early, it's going to be that big discount that you might never expect. But this is what they look like from a distance. So I always like to give you a measurement and then try them on so you can really get a good idea. But here's what they look like over on the hand shot. So this is how they're going to look and appear, and that omega back is one of our favorites, one of our customer favorites, because it's so easy. There's no extra backing. You're never going to lose your backing. You can't. It's all attached. Your post is attached. Your backing, which is essentially this hinged lever, is going to open and close with a resistant hinge, so it stays open. It's not like it, you know, throws back or pinches or anything like that. And it rests gently at the back of the ear, so it's really perfection. And there it is, a 1/2 inch square. So a 1/2 inch side to side and top to bottom. And what I will do is I'm going to show them on, because that's the key, is really seeing how they're going to look from a distance away, because that's what we're all excited about. And what is an $8,999 earring ordinarily is nowhere near that here tonight. And this is one of those earrings that you are going to be awfully glad you have, especially when in a few short days, weeks, whatever it is, when we talk about, oh, the Tanzanites are gone, that's going to be a real struggle when everybody's realizing I got to go somewhere else and I got to go spend more for a lesser quality. That's not what I don't think anybody wants to do. And it may not be, there may not be any other choice at this point outside of our Blue Wing Block Ds. I know that unless we have one of our TVON shoppers opening a store and reselling them, it's going to be now or never time on the Blue Wing Block Ds for you. So there you can see how they look. I think that I've got them actually threaded on my other earring. But so again, that's what they look like from a distance away. And you see that Omega really is wonderful because it just is a really all enclosed earring. You never have to worry about anything else except just the comfort of having a great earring for you. Let's go ahead and blow them out for you, and not $89.99. Back to the wheel we'll go. I've got one pair, and that'll be it. They do stay in the white gold, which is good. That's a favorite with Blue Wing Block Ds across the board. So we tend to see a lot of favorites played towards that white gold and the Tanzanites, but it will be better, and we only have one pair, so that'll be it. We'll see who wants them. I know we got already a couple of people on the phone lines, wisely so, and we'll make them just really, really affordable, under $45. Now, where would that number come from? How about 50% off? A 50% off sale on an earring like this when you are not even spending $45 or $4,000 or $39.99. We got some deals tonight. And at the end of the show at 8 p.m. Pacific time, there's going to be a lot of people saying that was the most incredible block of jewelry I've ever seen. And absolutely, I will 100% agree with you because there's just nothing quite like anything. And I've been here, I can speak for 10 years. So there's been a lot of great shows and a lot of great values, but nothing like what you're going to see. And we start it now. Let's make this better than $39.99. We'll send them out. $2,999 on the earrings, one pair only for those larger Omega back button style. I hate to call them studs because stud implies something very different. A little stone usually in a little basket. That's not what we have. The earrings are gone. Congratulations. Now I get to show you the brand new Tourmaline I was telling you about, which is also, oh my, it has a pod barrage element as well. There was a Tourmaline last night that was a square cushion that had a lot of those pinks and goldens together. Similar here, 113-1260 is the number. So 113-1260, and congratulations on the Tansies. And then get ready, we've got quite the show. Big top of the hour, 35 minutes away. We'll show you the amazing, the big museum special. That's always the first item of the second hour of every show. And that's only going to be a couple more shows. We've got tonight, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then we're not here Monday or Tuesday, which is a bummer because we don't get to enjoy Memorial Day together this year. But I will say then we'll have Wednesday and Thursday, I think, is our finale of the museum masterpieces. So you got a couple more to enjoy. But first, we talk about a 422 masterpiece in its own right in what is a pinky golden tourmaline. It is, think diamond pink, because that's really what you're getting here is that diamond pink type of color, and it also has a 60-point diamond weight in the triple split shank and the halo around it. So that's really, really special, and wait till you see this on because it is a big stone. Remember that tourmaline we had last night? I showed it all night and everyone was fighting over it at the end. And then everybody emails me and goes, please tell me that that didn't go through or somebody canceled or you've got another, and I'm going, oh no, it's really, these are really one of a kind. So it is very advantageous for you to be with us early because you are getting first shot and you see how quickly everything's going tonight. But this one, this is a really special opportunity as well. And an unbelievable price tag and a great look on the sides and the finishing and the heart-shaped basket work. It's a little scroll work with your heart shapes. And then check this out. Let's take a look at it on the hand, why don't we? So you can see this one on the hand. Ooh, I love that. It's like a neutral, you know, for the clean aesthetic we're all seeming to be going for right now, that clean aesthetic of just neutrals, but with a pop or something very exciting, but in a neutral. That's what you're getting here with this amazing stone. It's similar to maybe even, again, what we think of is, yeah, maybe you think about beryls and morganites or pink diamonds, sure, but this is giving you that ultimate high clarity here. I do want to pop it on the other way for you as well, just so you can see and appreciate what that's going to be. But just if you like it oriented that way, and you can see a lot of sparkle. That's why I feel like it's a pink diamond. kind of twin here. It really does look like that with the spark that you're getting from that amazing stone. But we are going to take it a lot lower for you than we probably should. But that's kind of the MO tonight. A $12,699 piece coming a lot lower. And there's that up close, bright as can be clarity, gleaming and glowing thanks to great cutting. And you put it all together, and we have only one. And we'll send it out right now for under $10,000. This is a really super rare, and I say pink golden, not that it's yellow. It's not yellow. Like, I'm not a fan of pinks that turn yellow. I don't really love that look. I like when a pink really stays either pinky, or again, when we say golden, we're talking about if you were to mix and blend pink and orange together, kind of like, sounds like Padparacha, that's why there's that similarity. You have a little bit of what's creating a peach tone overall. Think of like a ripe, juicy peach, that kind of look, not necessarily inside, but that soft fuzzy skin, very much that color and that look, which is in this particular stone, I think, very pink diamond-esque. And we're going to blow it out for better than $49.99 as well. So you get a better value and a really big moment to go ahead and steal it from us. But legally, of course, and it's all just easy. We're going to make it $2,999 for the 422. So that will be it. So it's a really, really important design and look and stone and color and clarity. And it is tourmaline, which should have a lot of inclusions in. That one just does not. So that's a really outstanding piece. Now, for those that missed out on the Tanzanite studs, I do have a pair of drops. They're not going to give you quite as big a size of Tanzanites, but they are drop earrings. So they're a category that I know there's a tremendous need for, and I'm going to flash them right here. So these are also coming up in the show, and there's this beautiful hoop to start, and then the round as a drop. So really, even though it's a drop, a really wearable style. So those will be coming up. So I'm getting a lot of you asking about, is there anything else in Tanzanite earrings because I missed out on the first pair? Well, we do. We've got the drops for you, so I came prepared. Now, we also have, do you remember last night was our museum masterpiece Sapphire edition? I did have an incredible sapphire for you. And it was about a 3 carat 67, wasn't it? 363, 367. Here's what I have for you today in lieu of that, because I know that not everybody's got 13,000, but whoa, I think there could be even perhaps a preference here towards this stone because it's got this color, which is courtesy also, not just thanks to great material, but the cutting. It's around, and we never really see that very often, do we? It's 113-1059, and that is the ultimate cornflower blue, listed and labeled and certified as well, not certified in a literal sense, but it actually is evaluated by the gemologist as a cornflower blue. And we can prove why that is, because we know the origin is Ceylon, which is Sri Lanka, and we understand that the color, a very specific color, is what makes it cornflower, and that's what this stone has. And then it's super bright. It's a 152 round. It has this exquisite diamond cutting to it. It is beautiful, and it is wild. 152 is the size, so that's a big sapphire. I would say it even looks larger. We put it in a wider band, almost a cigar band style of gold with 28 points in diamonds as well. They'll go around the top and the bottom, and then they do create this little meandering path of diamonds right through the center of the band, connecting your sapphire to its roots in the border of this band. It's a really special look. And I think a maybe even more casual way to wear your sapphire, considering if we are comparing it to what we saw yesterday, which of course part of the appeal and part of the museum nature of the piece was the fact that it was indeed a really special mounting to go with the really special sapphire. It all worked together. But in essence, if those big diamonds we had around last night's are keeping it out of the realm of everyday wear for you, this is maybe a better option because it's not overwhelming with too many big diamonds, but still have your VS diamonds. Let me show it on, then I think it's going to be better to evaluate, does it work for you every day? Is it something you would wear? But holy cow, that snap to that stone just got even brighter. And I know somewhere, I don't know if it's too inconvenient to bring up, Tony, but we do have a cornflower picture, meaning the way we get this terminology, and it is a category, it's a very specific category of sapphire, but there actually is a very specific reason why when we talk about specific colors being a cornflower. The reason for that is really what you're going to see here, because it's not just a royal blue, it's not just a deep navy blue, it's got that really specific bright pop that is, yes, it's a richness, it's a saturation, but there is, I always think of it as a slight undertone of a violet or a periwinkle that's coming through the blues. And that is what you have here. This is one of the most high-end sapphires you ever will think to own, ever could own. Usually it's going to be a bit of a dream to own because the price tags get a little bit, yeah, a little bit large when it comes to cornflower blues, but we are taking this one to an affordable level for you. And again, tonight's a very special Thursday. Never really had anything of this powerful. Now, I'm talking about the whole show, but we have a flash sale coming up. So tell a friend who loves jewelry. Tell a friend who loves diamonds. Tell a friend who has never shopped fine jewelry before, or maybe fine jewelry's been a little out of reach. Make sure that all your jewelry loving friends, companions, family members, or just even if you're out and about at a public place, you might want to make sure that perfect strangers know about what is about to happen in this flash event that's happening tonight. So not having to wait till tomorrow or the weekend, it's going to show you how a Thursday night can be just as important as a Saturday morning or a Sunday morning or a Friday night for that matter. So we'll take another look at our cornflower because this one's got to go, and it will in a hurry, especially when we're going to take it below, oh my, even $99.99. I'm thrilled to have a price tag like that, but we're going to take it much lower for you if you would like to own the ultimate cornflower round. And again, a lot of different gemologists and appraisers and graders might actually give that a little bit of an extra elevated bump in value because of the round and still maintaining over 1.5 carats in size, even though it is that round. So that's just, again, very, very important. Very tough to get the large iron titanium rich corundum material, which is your blue sapphire. So let's take it even lower than $49.99. I think that the ease of wear, the more casual but wide gold presence is a plus. The cornflower round is a huge deal. To me, visually, it looks larger than 1.5 carats. We know that's a big size, but let's go even lower than $49.99 and really send it out of here. First caller's going to get it. We'll blow it out for $3,999 only. So that will be a quick one only. And when we tell you that's going to go, that's going to go. And then we've got a great value on a sapphire pendant. Excuse me, I just felt that coming and needed to, I don't know if any of my other Southern Californians are going through what I'm going through, but I'm allergic to smoke, and there's a lot of smoke in the air for the last few days because we're dealing with some, yes, massive wildfires. So, yeah, so I'm just a little throat challenged and all that, but anyway, so bear with me on that. But here we are with our beautiful cornflower, and then I think we need to see the match in the pendant where you can get a really, really special stone that is similar color, little smaller. We're going to make it really, really affordable. So here we go. All right, so let's move on to the, oh my, this is a pear shape within the pear shape. I've done this design a couple of times, but it's usually with a round. Here we're doing the pear shape among, which makes sense because, well, the design itself. Let me come in a little closer for you. And we're going to wow you with a value on something that can be done in your favorite gold color as well. So it's going to be a choice of white, yellow, or rose. And let me just make sure you see that that top point is where the bail is. So right where I'm holding it, that's where you're going to slip your favorite chain, right where the tweezers are essentially. You've got 112-9204, and here's that same color. It's exactly the same. Here is a cornflower blue in a 60-point pear shape. Diamonds at the base, beautiful beadwork up top, which when you see it from a distance, it really looks like an entire halo of diamonds around it. And you've got that really special idea where it's affordable, giftable perhaps. I know September's not here yet, but I always think about when we get close to Memorial Day, I start thinking about flash forward to Labor Day. And that's always right around, yeah, that first part of September where that's kind of the unofficial end of summer. So we are really, when you think about how quickly this year, can anyone else fathom we're about halfway through 2026 already? Doesn't seem plausible, but again, it'll be here before you know it when it's September and it's Labor Day, and that's a birthstone for September, which is why I point that out. But it's a favorite by many because, well, I think everybody looks good in blue. So it's a sapphire, and it's rare, and it's stunning, and it's that rarest variety of color. And what a great follow-up to the ring where you can have that great quality of color, beautiful cutting and clarity all together, and not have to pay anything like, what did we do? $39.99 was a great price on the ring. It's still here if you want to match it back. But we are also getting your choice of gold color, so I think that's crucial. Yellow gold, white gold, rose gold. Could have done the same with the ring, by the way. So if you'd rather change out the cornflower round to a different color of gold in the ring, you may. Here's what it looks like from a distance also, so you can get an idea of what it's all about from a distance away. We'll show you the size, the length, and then we're going to get it out the door for a better price than $3,000 or $29.99. There is that half-inch length top to bottom. Here's what it looks like from a distance away as well, so you can see what that's all about. How pretty is that? When you see how it from a distance away, it's so gleaming bright blue. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to enjoy. Here's what we'll do instead of $29. Come on back over up close and we'll take a look at it here and get you the value of a lifetime that's not even $999. We got all kinds of values tonight. But this is one of those standouts when a lot of people say, I don't know if fine jewelry can be affordable anymore. I'm here to prove otherwise. And we can only here and bring you no concession in quality. I'm not getting you down to some kind of Thai sapphire that's got such inky colors. It looks black. It's not that at all. It's that really rare variety, that specialty quality. It's not even $999 or $888 or $777. We can do better, and we will. And it's only going to be, this is your chance, guys, because we know there's not a lot of sapphires in the world here. We don't bring a lot. It's such a common stone, but we rarely see them. Isn't that wild? And it's because the good ones, there's a huge divide between regular sapphires and the really, really premium quality. And all we choose to bring is the latter. So when you're talking about premium quality sapphires, they get pricey fast. And it's why we don't see all that many, because we have to bring the value too. We can't just say, here's a great sapphire, and everybody get ready to spend 20 grand. Doesn't work. We need the value. And this is the value of $690. You know what, let's skip that. Let's do even better, and we'll light up these lines here. Before we go to our top of the hour, which is our museum masterpiece must go, and then there's a flash sale. There is a flash sale tonight. I wasn't able to announce it until 5 o'clock tonight. And there is a flash sale beyond. I don't know if you heard about it, but there was a big flash sale, first of its kind, last Friday, not even a week ago. And it literally, I mean, the lines, it sold out, first of all, literally sold out. The lines were crazy for about, 40 minutes or so. And every single shopper that was a part of that, I think every one of you reached out and said, I've never seen you do anything like that. I got to tell you, we're going to I think we're going to top it tonight. We're going to top it. And something even more valuable than diamonds. What could that be? Well, let's blow this out first. Let's make it $599. I'll take another $100 off the pendant if you'd like to go ahead and shop that one with us tonight. It's a great way to go. And again, the bail is behind the point of the pear. So it's going to drape like so when it's on your neckline or on your favorite chain. It's a great gifting moment, I think, too. I mean, for $599, there's not a lot of options that are going to be under $1,000 at all. But let alone, I guess I do need to hold this. I was hoping it might balance for me. But it's a good way to see the bright flashes of the stone, the beauty of this pear shape that is still giving a really electrified type look to it as far as the cut goes. And then we still have that round if you want the ring to go with it, and then you can match up. If you want to do a totally different gold color across the board, you can. That is your option. So really fabulous ways to go here, but only $599 if you'd like to go ahead and get that pendant. Okay, so we'll give it 60 seconds, then we got to run. And there's Moonstone. We can't go a show without a moonstone. I have a stunning yellow diamond necklace, which has got a lot of big yellow diamonds. And then we are going to look at Tanzanite earring drops, mentioned those earlier, and a couple other big blowouts. And our museum masterpiece must go is coming up in less than 20 minutes. So looking forward to that as well. But let's keep on moving. If you'd like the $599 pendant, you gotta call me, tell me, and we will make that happen for you. We'll also get that $39.99 ring. That was the ring to match in the round sapphire. That one's got to go as well. So $599. Try it. It's a beautiful way to experience the cornflower blue. Very different from the more murky, hazy blues you might see elsewhere that are guaranteed to be more money. When you talk about Ceylon material, they're still within the Ceylon origin. There's still going to be a lot of different colors available, and most of them are quite dark and navy, and they don't really have that sizzle or that pop like you see here with this stone. So the cutting is really giving that a lot of luxury. So beauty at $599, and then just a reminder, here's that ring again. So if you want to see, I just think that would be a great pairing. You match up the pendant with the ring, and you are good to go. I think that would be quite the set there. And what, the ring's down to $39.99. It was item number 113-1059. So you could get the whole set for under $4,600. Which to me sounds like, that doesn't even sound like that would cover one sapphire piece ordinarily. So pretty excited to have those for you. Here's our rare cat's eye chrysoberyl. Let's get you a couple one-of-a-kinds here before our hour ends. got a really limited collection tonight, pretty limited overall. So I would love requests if you have them, because we don't have a ton of jewelry here tonight. So we love your requests if you got them. I know we are getting ready for our big flash sale and also our museum moment for the night. But this one, Cat's Eye, round again. Item numbers 112, 6277 on the fabulous 104. So it's going to be that phenomenal stone. Yes, it is. You can see the chatoyancy. Actually, there's a real transparency to the stone, which usually does not happen with a Chrysoberyl. So you've got the transparency there. You've got diamonds around it, that little heart-shaped design on the left and the right, which is awfully nice. All part of 56 points in diamonds here to go around it. And yet, one only blowout time, it's $888. So the very first caller on that one. I know for those of you that missed out on the sphene pendant last night, I've got another. So I did bring out a 221 for you. So we'll see that, plus a big old value on an opal. Our largest gold quartz overall in the whole inventory is actually a 2287 in a pendant. Here it is. That's huge. That's here. That's a blowout as well. That one used to be over $8,000. Now it's not. And then we can even go larger on the fire opal, although the Asher cut I had is still available. So we did have an Asher earlier if you'd like that for $19.99. Mandarin garnets are here. Pink diamonds are here. Museum masterpiece coming up in just a few moments. But that's $888, and we'll try this one on the hand for you before we get to our color change sphene, which is so dynamite. So take a look at this. That's a good one. Look at that. Filling up the finger really side to side here too. You're not lacking for any diamonds. You can see that very chartreuse kind of color. It's a very neon element of green and yellow together, green and goldens really, together in that Cat's Eye Chrysoberyl. So the phenomenal version, there's a regular Chrysoberyl, and then there's the phenomenal variety called Cat's Eye, which got that chatoyan effect, all occurring naturally in the stone. But we're going to go from one phenomena to another. We're going to stay with the rounds though. This is a lot of rounds in a row, and it's always rare to see a round. Now the difference mainly between what I'm about to show you and what I had a few hours ago was there was a very large sphene pendant. It was a pendant. This is a full necklace, and it's got the same dynamic colors, the same 100% color change. But this time around, it's attached to a chain with some very fancy diamonds. It's 113-1038 is our item number here. And welcome into Thursday night. There is a flash sale that is going to go beyond, I can say it now, what sold out last Friday, which was completely a shocker to all of us, was the most incredible deal ever on diamond studs. It also means I probably will never sell another diamond stud for as long as I live, because we've now pretty much decimated the marketplace on diamond studs. However, I have a flash sale that's tonight. Tonight, on a Thursday. Can you believe it? A Thursday. It's the ugly redheaded stepchild of the weeks of the shows, right? It is. We are going to bring you the ultimate flash sale. You got to be here. It's coming up in just a matter of moments. So, yep, be here. And it's limited. It's way more limited than my Friday deal last week. So that's key. And it's more rare. So very excited about that. But here's our 221 Madagascar color change sphene. I had the pendant version in a larger stone last night. It was quick to go. So a lot of you had missed out, said, is there anything else? This is my most similar, and that round is popping. It's got that fancy kite cut at the top, baguettes and rounds in the halo. It's a total diamond weight, 18 points on the kite and the baguettes. And then you've got the round brilliance at 16 points. And I want to show you here. So it's actually, I think we're just missing the 16 points. Yeah, so we'll add that. But also what we have here is a couple of diamonds in the chain too, which I don't think are accounted for. So let me just pop it on the hand very quickly. It doesn't move on the chain. What does that mean? Well, that's all fine and well. I love to have removable chains, but when you have extra diamonds, as we have 2 here and 2 here. So I'll show you on the hand. You'll see it a little bit better here. There's 2 diamonds on either side, left and right. That's why I want that stabilized. I want that stationary because it's going to keep everything even. There's your first 2 diamonds right up here and then right below that. They're about 1 inch apart. So we keep that chain soldered to the actual drop itself so that everything, no matter what, even if you're adjusting it, because we do have the adjustability 16, 17, and 18, everything's going to stay nice and centered up and even on that necklace. That's the whole point of what we're doing here. It's also got a great length, 5/8 of an inch. Let me go ahead and show you that visually. I don't know, anybody else a visual learner out there? I like to see things. I like to see it, read it. I really have to read it to retain it. If I hear it, it's probably going to be retained for a few minutes. If I read it, I can commit it to memory. It's more, just visual learners understand. But there it is at indeed 5/8 of an inch. And then what I'll do is we'll show you what it looks like from another great angle here, which is where it's going to be on the neckline. So you can see it there as well. And it's got all that flash. It's a powerful stone. We know that. And yet you can adjust it from here all the way down to here and anywhere in between. So that's crucial. And then let's take a look at it up close for you. Big value. Love the kite cut. I had noticed there was a fingerprint on the kite cut, so I'm going to get in there if I can and just give it a little extra polish. So yes, I do apologize for the break in the action, but there it is. So there's our kite cut with the sphene attached in that gorgeous necklace. Now the pendant itself is fingerprinted, so here we go. And we'll blow it out right now. Super value. It's a huge markdown from even when it first premiered and when it first aired. It is 18 karat gold, no less, so let's also keep that in mind. And there are your bezel sets. So a closer look at those. You're actually seeing them right there. 2 and the other 2 right back. Where'd those go? I'm showing you, I guess, the last 2. So there are 4 total bezel set diamonds, your first 2 and your second 2 there. So just remember, they're all stationary in that chain. And very diamonds by the yard-esque, so maybe you want to layer this with your DBTY pieces. You can do that also. But let's go ahead and do what we do best and blow it out right now for just, you know what, $49.99 is my blowout price. I can give you a couple $1,000s off if you want to take it right now. We'll do it for $2,999 instead. So one only there, color change sphene necklace. It's the full attached necklace. No need to worry about going out and buying your own chain. It's all right there and beautifully, beautifully affixed so that everything is just beautifully centered up and stationary on the neckline. You've got the fancy cut diamond right there. I gotta show you the inside here and the backing on it between that basket work, and then of course it needs a little rhodium on the side, so I've already made the note there, and we will get you a great, great value at $29.99. All right, then we have the opal that's been shown a number of times, but has never been reduced the price we're going to take it to, and we have 10 minutes left till our museum masterpiece, so come on and take a look at that with us. We'll get to that, and then I think our flash sale is getting pretty close. So very much looking forward to that. But again, sphene, $29.99. Here comes the opal. You know it. We've seen it. We love it. It's in platinum. It's 11247 something something 4798. I left my post too early, and there you go. Got to zoom back because this is a big, mighty, impressive opal out of Australia's Lightning Ridge. It's 1124798, and that is our 429 Lightning Ridge black opal. Silver cat's eye Chrysoberyl, our sapphire round, our sphene. And here we are with one of the coolest spray patterns that is all, I couldn't have painted any better, and yet Mother Nature did this. This is where I think we get the artistic side of Mother Nature. We look at Mother Nature as an artist, and yet this is a really important way when you see the pattern. Every opal pattern is going to be distinctive and different, no different than their colors actually are as well. And that's what you're seeing there. But the blues and the greens, you're also getting this really magnificent look here. I love the laciness to the designer mounting. It's nice and wide in platinum. It's got a 429 with 35 points in diamonds around it, but you can see that's going to go all the way to where your fingers meet. And then you can see how bright and cobalt the blues get. They're bright as can be. And that has got, yeah, it's a little more alive when you see it really move. We love the little soft left and right, just kind of nice little sachet of the wheel, but it's really good to see it come alive when you get a little bit extra movement, kind of like when you wear it. So that's what you're going to get, is really big, bright flashes of neon throughout. And we got one, and it's a new markdown, and believe it or not, this has come down a number of times. I know it's not your first time seeing it. I've shown this umpteen times. It's ready to go. We've got some big, big markdowns accessible to one and all here tonight. Really excited to have you with us on this big Thursday. I can easily say this is the most monumental and record-setting Thursday that you ever will see on the show. I mean, it's going to be really tough to top this one. It really will. And you'll see what I mean. We can't tell you everything, can't reveal it all yet, but we will shortly. But let's get this one out the door for under $3,000. It's not $29.99. Big opals are important. They are rare, and they are pricey, or at least they should be. Not so much tonight. Here's what it looks like on the hand. This one's always that smaller size. So let me show it from a pinky perspective here. Probably not one I would wear as a pinky ring, and I like a big, bold pinky ring. I wear a signet ring with multiple gemstones every day on my pinky, but I think this one's going to be a little large. Maybe you want to wear it here or here or here. Those are what I would suggest, but it's not going to be $29.99. Let's go far lower than that. And again, look at the reds. There's a subtlety to the reds and the yellows and the oranges that come through. Love seeing it from the back, why not? It's a natural stone through and through, so you can see a little host rock to the back. Get a little bit of that detail, that pattern showing on through. It doesn't, that's not, again, that's not like, oh, that's not issues with the stone. That's the host rock. That's how it's derived. They usually don't bother polishing the back of an opal. They leave it so that, oh, that's just a little nice way to indicate that it is indeed a natural stone through and through. But also, it's just, again, retaining that carat weight because we already know it's going to give us double the look. So 8-carat look out of 429. Let's blow it out. It's not even $29.99. We'll go even lower. I'll save you $300 extra. And $26.99 is your opportunity to go ahead and take advantage of that big Australian lightning ridge stone. We even have a Tanzanite round today. It really is a day of rounds. We're going to see a beautiful Tanzanite, a Paraíba, the most incredible museum masterpiece, our gold quartz, largest one we have. There's a purple Paraíba. It's over 6 carats. The show is incredible. And if there's anything that you want to see specifically, well, this is a really easy thing to do. You pick up the phone and dial in and you tell us. Tell us what you'd like to see in the show. Tell us what you are pining away for. What would you like to see discounted on this Thursday night? That's the key. Now, before we go to our top of the hour, there's one piece that I really, I'm a little bit obsessed with value. You guys know that. I am. You can't do this for a living for as many years as I have and not be obsessed with value. This one would be one of those deals that is a little different from what we've ever had. And I bring yellow diamonds a lot. This is a bigger yellow diamond in a very unique style of mounting. It's like a band ring, but making way for this incredible east-west set yellow diamonds. So there's a lot of yellow diamonds that we do and that others will do that look very traditional, very bridal, very double halo, triple halo, etc. This is very different, and I think adding a little bit more opens it up to different ways to wear it, like i.e. different fingers. On the hand, 1130-421 is the number. It's all solid platinum. It's got the finishing on the inside. There's a massive amount of metal here. It's really the beauty of rounding the band itself. So getting a visual of diamonds from every single angle and really getting to appreciate here the big baguettes. Do you realize that's all that's around that oval is all baguettes? And when you think about it, I don't know how I could liken this in the most glamorous terms, so I'm going to have to use the more kind of basic terms. But when you think about baguettes, what's a baguette diamond? Well, a baguette diamond is actually a true, honest-to-goodness, exact rectangle. Okay. There's emerald cuts that have those little notch corners. That's not what a baguette is. There's a very similar look that they have to the body of the stone, but if you're looking at the difference, there is a big one. It's distinctive. It's all in the cut of the corners. So baguettes are completely rectangular. So imagine this. Let's think of the most commonplace kind of pedestrian way to think about what's a rectangle, a brick. I think about if we're paving a path, a sidewalk, a road, maybe a little path up to the beautiful foyer of the home. That is what we might lay down bricks to lead, and we think about how we do brick setting and how they're all supposed to be together, seamlessly set. That is really challenging to do when you've got a curve, right? Think about how do you do that? It's really simple and straightforward when it's a straight line, a straight path, one row on maybe one little fence or one little line or one little border or one little curve. Very different when you're wanting to do a couple of things, curve this way or curve this way. How do you take rectangular blocks of diamonds, if you will, and then imagine working with something as beautifully detailed as designer jewelry, where you don't have the luxury of a big space or a lot of grout in between. You're having to set with beautiful platinum, which is a precious metal, and setting them side by side so there's no break. Because if there's a break, you're going to have sharp edges, you're going to have corners, you're going to have all these, and not to mention it would destroy the aesthetic. So I'm really just kind of wowed by, if there's anybody saying, oh, why don't we see that more often? That's really a cool look. It's different. It's unique. It's because that is a challenge to do when you're wrapping baguettes around these fine, detailed arches, these overarching mini domes, if you will. So it's a 101 center stone in the natural yellow. That's a VS stone. Then you get the 128 and all the baguettes. So a grand total of, yes, 2 carats 29 is your overall diamond weight here, but it's also just sleek and cool and different and definitely gives you a very couture look. I don't think anybody would expect to see that at your basic jewelry emporiums. Like the standard stores are not going to really bring something like that. There's a massive amount of effort in labor alone. So here's what it looks like on the hand. It looks like a smaller size, but let's see. I'm going to put it on the ring finger anyways. It's probably a 4.5 or 5 right now, but we can size it for you. That's not a problem, but look what that's doing. The distance view is maybe more impactful because again, you want side profile, you got it. You're seeing all the same flashes of diamonds from the profile views as you do straight on. And that's something I think a lot of us who wear rings every day appreciate. So we've got a great look. It sits almost like a little band does. It's not complex. It's not difficult to wear. It does have a lot of the platinum weight to it, but we're going to blow it out to a new price tag. Definitely see this one out the doors. We only have 2 minutes till our museum masterpiece must go comes out to play. And I was astounded by the price tag today on our museum masterpiece. So that's coming up. But first, this one's got to go. And what used to be, not bad at all, $49.99, you know where 1 carats go ordinarily. Seems to make a lot of sense. Under $5,000 always seems like a great value on a bigger diamond. And by the way, anyone else think that looks bigger than a 1 carat? I know sometimes ovals do. This one does. Looking a lot larger. It could be partially the setting, but definitely the elongation of that oval and the east-west setting between all those baguettes. We're going to make it a lot better than $49.99. Better than $39. I think this is going to be the easy part here. It's even less than $2,999 when we're talking about a 1 carat diamond in the natural yellow, in something that's a little bit different setting style than we've ever brought before, and you're not even paying 29 or 28 or 27 or 26. We've got 1 minute left till our museum masterpiece must go comes out tonight. We want to make sure this one, I don't think it's any question it's going to go at $26.99. However, I have a better value for you right here and now, and on its way it will go. This is one for the ages here. It's not even $2,599. We got just seconds left till our museum masterpiece, and it's going to be a moment. And then, could it be a flash sale? We'll find out. But let's do $2,499 only. That is going to go, and quickly. And solid platinum's how it stays, but we'll size it for you. So that's the big value on a yellow diamond tonight. No question about it. That's a really, really, really big difference from where that started. And yet, what a deal it is. So we have got our museum masterpiece a couple of seconds away. Very much looking forward to that. We also have any requests you want to make, please get those in. We'll help you too with requests. We'd love to do that. And only $24.99 on the yellow diamond with all the amazing white diamonds. So it is almost the top of the hour. 2, 1, 6 o'clock has arrived. We have a very big Thursday night, but this is how we kick off our top of the hour with a little something we are calling Museum Masterpiece Must Go. And ladies, gentlemen, collectors, curators, here it is. Ow, look at that. That's good. That's the good stuff. That's in lieu of a cat call because I can't cat call. So welcome to the show, everybody. Happy Thursday. Glad you're with us tonight. My name is Lauren Blair. We got 2 hours left. There are a couple of things happening here tonight in the show. A couple of things that you need to know. We've got our museum masterpiece now. Obviously, that's a piece. It comes with a GRS cert. We're going to talk about that. But I also have a flash sale coming up in the show. Something we did not reveal until 1 hour ago. This flash sale is going to be, when I say record setting, there is absolutely no doubt in my mind. We are going to set a brand new record, I think, in all-time values. I know that because I've been here a decade, so I can tell you what's a value and what's not. And then we know what's a really, really good value. Then we know what's discounted. Then we know what's a sale. None of that. This is a flash sale that is beyond compare. I'm going to have a piece. You've seen it before. You've seen it. I've sold it. We've shown it. You know the price. It is going to be so heavily reduced here tonight in this show. And it's not going to be much longer to wait until we reveal what it is, and you are going to be wowed. But first, before we do any of that, this is only a few more days that we get a chance to show you what we are dubbing the Museum Masterpiece Must Go. They are museum masterpieces that rarely get on the air here. They are so important. They are literally worthy of a museum display. Literally. These are not the kind of pieces you find in your typical jewelry establishments, whether that is high-end or low-end. I know there's some great designers out there. I live in a big city. We have great designers here. If you live in a big city, if you've ever vacationed in one, chances are you probably, if you don't even need to leave your house. You can go online. You can, if you're into jewelry, you can maybe look at a magazine ad. You can see gorgeous ads on TV. You know what great jewelry looks like. There are wonderful options out there. And sometimes they get really, really, really pricey. But when we talk about museum, we're talking about a level of quality that doesn't exist for sale. It actually exists just for display purposes, usually part of a private collection that someone was kind enough to lend out to a museum display so that others may enjoy it for a brief fleeting moment. This is our way to say we are now sharing our museum masterpieces with you all when they've rarely gotten a chance to be seen on the air, and we are marking them down so that they are more attainable than they've ever been before, but they are also going to be, and the reason we're doing this now and not later is because we are counting down the days till the biggest jewelry designer show domestically happens. It's called the JCK show in Las Vegas in June, and it's just a few days away. So each and every show that I have between, well, we started this a week ago tonight as a matter of fact, and every single show that I have with you between now and the start of that show, we get to bring out one museum piece and we get to mark it down so that it can indeed go to a collector out there of ours. And that's before it goes and gets taken to the show on display for the wholesalers of the world to enjoy and also to purchase, but for far more money than you can at home tonight. So let's take a look at our beautiful emerald. It is our, it fits for May, doesn't it? It's 1110713. This has been here as long as I have. And it's our huge 18 karat gold setting. The emerald itself is certified by GRS, so I'm going to show that to you, but it's also giving you an 18 karat gold mounting with none other than a border of incredible high-end yellow diamonds. All pear shapes, all matched, all the way around it. How about that for something special? Do you see jewelry like this every day, everywhere? Probably if you work at a museum. For the rest of us, this is a high level that never really gets the light of day as far as being on sale, for sale, or at a sale price. Our sale price is actually must go. We'd much rather, it was made for you. So we'd much rather have one of our TVON family members get it than the wholesale world that, let's face it, is just going to turn around and resell it and make a huge profit on it. And by the way, that wholesale price that it would sell for in JCK in a week would be $870,000. Wholesale. Wholesale. You can come see us. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you the cert. This is the GRS lab report that goes with the stone. It's a cert that's going to, of course, come with the piece. Here's our GRS Swiss Lab, Gem Research Swiss Lab. You've got done a few years ago. Yep, about 8 of them. And then you also have the natural emerald. There it is, 373. I love this. That's the, you see 9.3 by 9.5 is about square as it gets. Step octagonal cut, otherwise known as the square emerald cut or the Asher. Here it is, insignificant as far as any CEO. That's what we're talking about as far as any kind of different treatments that emeralds get. It's insignificant. They didn't want to say none, but it's insignificant, and that's pretty much means almost the same thing. I do love this, Columbia. We know that, but it's just nice to have it documented here in writing by Dr. Peretti. So this is, and he's really the leader in UC. He's a European gemologist. They're based in Switzerland. Obviously, the Swiss lab should probably be based there. They've got a couple of offices throughout the world, but this is really, again, somebody who specializes in that particular Colombian emerald material. So that cert's going to come with this ring. The diamond weight is 157 in the pear shapes. There are, let's see, each one, 3 sides or 3 per side there, so 12, and then the corners. So it's going to be 16 individual diamonds here making up that 157. They're about 10 points each. And then you've got the markdown. We won't spend a lot of time on it, but it's been on our air before. It actually looks like it was even, I believe this one was not sold, but it was reserved for somebody, and they were willing to wire over $50,000. It was $49,999. Again, that's the wholesale price. I don't expect you ever to pay wholesale. I'm not asking you to pay wholesale. I'm never asking you to pay wholesale. I just want to give you an idea that if this looks familiar if you're lucky enough to go to JCK and hang out there, it's a fabulous place to be, even if you don't go to the show because it's Las Vegas, so nothing not to love. But if you do happen to be at the show and this ring is there, now that's going to be highly, highly contingent on what I do here on the price tag. Because with the museum must-go price tag, chances are it's going to go to one of you and not to Las Vegas. But just like to give you an idea, because a lot of you are probably thinking, oh, they'll probably sell it for a few $1,000s in wholesale. No, not on a 373 with the GRS cert from the Museo Colombian mine. No. And most importantly, I can get you other 373s that would look absolutely nothing like this. They would be opaque. They would be a deep dark color. They would be absolutely no see-through elements, no glow, no transparency or translucency whatsoever. Now you are getting one of the biggest and brightest stones we have ever shown you. Take a look at it here, and we will try it on. It's in the yellow gold. I was looking at this earlier, and I don't think it's actually, for whatever reason, it's sized pretty small. So let me just put it on here. I'll put it on my pinky for you. Take a look at that. That is a beautiful stone. Look at how bright it is and how it glows. But it's not $49,999 either. Going significantly less than that. Happy Thursday indeed. Is going to be a very happy one when you see what we're about to do with our incredible flash sale. It's coming up in just a little bit, but if you would like this one, it is the lowest price by far ever. It is not even $50,000. When you can get that close to an emerald and look at the clarity like it has, you wouldn't get that out of a half-carat stone. You would not get that out of a 20-pointer. And we're talking about, we show you nothing but natural stones. This is another level of a natural stone because that size is almost 4 carats. That's where they top out. They usually go for $32,000 a carat. On the wholesale level, when you're talking about a stone of this size, we are not at $32,000 a carat, nor am I at $32,000 for the entire ring. So if you pay $32,000 per carat for a 4-carat stone out there that has maybe minimal clarity, minimal glow, and it's just a loose stone, how about getting the fully finished in the solid 18-karat gold, because it is 18-karat gold, stays in the yellow gold to match the yellow diamonds. You're getting massive yellow diamonds around it, and you're not even spending what you would for 1 carat of emerald. I think that really puts, the whole must-go aspect of this museum masterpiece segment into perspective when it's not even $30,000 for the ring, nor is it even $25,000 for the ring. And it's also not even $20,000. This one will go. I'd say, I debated, but I didn't want to have Tony do the graphic or redo the graphic, but I think this one really would be more aptly named the Museum Masterpiece Will Go, not the Must Go, because obviously with a price tag under 20 grand, which is where I'm taking it, it's not a function of, is it going to go? It's a function of where is it going? To whom is it going? That's what we're going to find out together here tonight. Take a look at it one more time. It's bright, it's glowing, it's not even $19,999. I'll tell you, I have had really insignificant colors, clarities, and sizes that have been rivaling this price tag. This is the ultimate emerald. We had the earrings the other day, but they were $40,000. Remember the earrings that I had? They were actually a great match. They had yellow diamonds with them. They were emerald earrings, emerald cuts, east-west set, yellow diamond to top them. They were literally $38,888. This is not 19 or 18 or $17,000. We are making you the value of a lifetime. Like I always remind you, I know it's a little bit more than what we typically see as far as price point on the show. If you need a little help and want to split it, like again, 2 cards, let's do that. If that's easier and more just like, again, digestible for the budget, let's do it. Let's put half on one card and half on another. You want to split it with a family member? You want to go halvesies on it? You want to do that? Do it. You want to do the timeshare? You and your sister, you and your mom, you and your daughter, you want to timeshare? You know, you pay for half, she pays, whatever you want to do. Keep it in the family. Or lend it out to a museum with your name on it. But here's the deal. It's not even $17,000, $16,000, or $15,000. I think this is the biggest value of any museum masterpiece I've had, and it's only $14,999. And I know it's not the most inexpensive piece. No, it'll be the most expensive piece of the night that I show you. But it is a value story. When there's a wholesale level that's near $1 million, and that's a wholesale, and you know why a wholesaler lines up for that? Because they know they're going to go fetch more. And not by $10 more, by usually, well, there's what we call a triple key that used to apply. Now it's more like a 5-time key. There's usually, you figure whatever you pay in jewelry as a cost, you're usually going to get about 3 to 5 times that in a jewelry store. So that's kind of how the jewelry business has worked historically. Now, obviously, that changes if you're working in, you know, manufactured stones or things like that. But as natural goes, that's what you expect. So we're very different. We operate on a very different level because we don't have storefronts. We do TV. We have to be competitive. You can't be on TV and survive unless you're competitive and doing something different. $14,999 is the ultimate buy for us. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and announce right now that we are at 6:11 and 28 seconds in the evening. That's the timeout here. I'm going to start our flash sale event at 6:30 Pacific time. please realize that is 18 minutes and 20 seconds from right now. So if you need to go like check on the kids, feed the pets, or go get a beverage, I would do it now. Now, hopefully you won't leave because I'm going to do the Tanzanite earrings next, but I would do it now before we get into this big flash sale event, which will officially be kicking off at 6:30 Pacific, which is, again, 18 minutes from right now. So keep that in mind. Here we go. Let's do the Tanzanite earrings that you are all so long awaiting for. And again, doesn't mean that everyone's going to get the flash sale. Not everyone's going to get one. It's very limited. But there's our emerald. Consider that if you want the ultimate high-end emerald. Now this is the earring that I know how quickly the earrings went earlier tonight when I brought you the button style earrings in Tanzanite. Now, as promised, we have the hoop for you that is creating this drop earring because the hoop leads into this great center round that is really that ultimate, again, museum reserve. Now, it's cut from museum reserve. These weren't originally museum reserve because I don't usually have 70-point museum reserve stones, but they are cut from museum reserve stones. So that's really important. It's 112-9569. And it is the ultimate Tanzanite round earrings. So thrilled to have you with us on this Thursday. Very important event. Tell a jewelry loving friend to be sure and be with us. I know there's a lot of things happening on any given Thursday, but be sure and be here with us here in about 17 minutes because we're going to have our flash sale event, which is something we have never seen the likes of before. And I mean that, and I can't say that stuff unless it's true because y'all watch the show. So it's not like I live in some little like secret coded kind of jewelry society where nobody knows what we do. We know our pricing inside out. We know our values. We know our discounts. We know our deals. So if I have something that we've never done before, it's probably worth tuning in for and being here and seeing and probably taking advantage of as well. But first, I got to have a great little lead up. It's what we call, you know, it's like your opening act for our big flash sale. They're what we know you love. So many people have been asking for some earrings like this. A subtle drop. These aren't these big chandeliers. They're not wind chimes on your ears. They're very wearable every single day. They give you that subtlety of the drop, but with that round stone that's so powerful. And a beautiful diamond hoop with a lever back to start. It's 1129569. It's a carat 54, a blue wing, Balakti Tanzanites. Among two, so they are very close to 80 points apiece. And you get the diamonds at 8 points. Those are accents right up front, but still full cut round brilliance for you. And they are fabulous. Wait till you see this little subtle movement. And even if you're somebody who says, I don't do drops, I'm casual, I'm retired, I'm more like jeans and a t-shirt, little something. These are not the drops that are only for the runway. Okay, not a lot of us walking runways every day, okay? I love fashion, I'm not walking runways. This is where, again, wearable. Think about, I think perfect with your white blouse and your denim jeans. I think perfect with a lounge set or some like great, you know, it's summertime almost. So we're talking about like bring out the linen pantsuits and the sets that are head to toe monochromatic dressing and you need a little color. Even if you're wearing all ivories or all gray or all black or all neutrals, pop on the Tanzanites with this amazing blue, purple, and red, and in that order. And your incredible stones, and let me show them what they look like from a distance here because there's that subtlety of the drop. 7/8 of an inch, nothing too overwhelming, but still that movement. So even when the top portion is still, you get the great dance of the stone. There's your 7/8 of an inch. Here's what I'm going to do. I'll try one on, and we need some callers. We really do. I want to make sure that we have the phone lines working before our flash sale begins. Y'all ready? Have you told a friend? Have you told anybody who likes jewelry, rings? Anybody who likes diamonds? But Lauren, you said it's not going to be diamonds. Not diamond studs. No, it's not. It's even more rare than diamonds is what I said. So we're going to do that coming up in just, 14 minutes now to go. But look at these. These earrings are they're just everything. They're everything and everything and everything and then some because they can give you really just simple, classic elegance. They can give you a little bit more rock star, whatever you want to be that day. The Tanzanites always come with you. They always work. And that little dance that they give and the fact that there's piercing coverage to that diamond design up top. There's full piercing coverage that you have. There's that beautiful brilliance of the round, which you know are so exclusive and rare. It's really unusual to get the rounds in the Tanzanites. They're still giving all those red flashes. It's so easy to just pop on and pop off here. I mean, like literally you reach behind, you open them up, they're hinged. Look at this. Flip up, flip down. That's it. Flip up and flip down. They stay open. So when you do that, it's really simple and easy. So let's go back to the wheel. And what I'll do is this. I might just auction them because I'm worried that at $49.99 they might sit here. I even did something really crazy earlier on a stud earring, so I want to make sure that we can just, at this point, I'm looking for participation. We're trying something on this Thursday night. We're trying something, and the whole idea of a flash sale is to give you guys the biggest value you've ever seen on something that you'll love, that's a classic that everybody can enjoy. But it's also to make sure that you understand, we use it as an investment. We're going to be losing money. Like big, big, big amounts of money today to move a piece of jewelry that's a ring, okay? But we have to make sure we're all ready and here and ready to go, because if, there's a lot of people that'll never tune in, they'll never know, and they'll never get a chance to own what we're going to do that is that most incredible value today. That's a fact. So you can only take the values and take advantage of the values when you're here. That's the truth of the show. And that's what it's about. We're live, we're here, we're giving away values. We got limited edition items. We have limited quantities on everything. Here's what I'll do on the earring, and we'll skip $49.99 because I know you need a better value. I'm going to put them on the auction block, and we're going to see who's out there, because I need to hear those phones ring before we do this flash sale in 12 minutes and 20 seconds. It will kick off, and it's something, it's a ring, and it's very, very, very special. So you'll love it, but right now, let's do it. What's going to get everybody a chance? $4,000? Probably not. $3,000? We're getting warmer. $2,500 seems like a really, really, really low place to start on a Tanzanite drop when there's a mechanism and tons of gold. And by the way, did I mention you're going to change your gold color? I want you to change. If you don't love white gold, if you're just obsessed with yellow gold and you always have been, or maybe you are now because you know where gold's at and you want it to look like gold, get yellow gold. Get rose gold if that matches something you already have. But what I can do is take it lower than 25, and I know this is risky business to do. We're going to just make sure we get everybody just coming on in. If we're losing money on one item, I don't see any reason why I can't lose money on another. So with a flash sale coming up here in moments, I don't see any reason why, if it's just a matter of making sure you're out there ready to go, getting those lines warmed up. This way, I look at it this way. If you bid on this auction, you'll have our phone number plugged in. You can leave it there, save it as one of your favorites, press that redial when the flash sale comes around. But we're not even doing $2,500. I will start at $2,000 on the Tanzanite drops that are here with the diamonds and the gorgeous gold, which is of your choosing in gold color. And $2,000, you know what? Let's do this. We're already half off. We're more than half off. We're actually 50% off at this point. Here's what I'll offer. Let's go even lower and get these phone lines really, really working. It's not going to be $2,000. $10 on the increment will make that nice and simple and easy. So that's going to be just simple as can be. So don't fret if you're that second, third, fourth caller. It's okay. It's okay. We're not asking for $500 jumps here. But I will, actually, speaking of $500, let's go jump. Can you jump backwards? It's dangerous. Don't try this at home. But we're going to jump backwards $500 and go from $2,000 to $1,500 and say 60 seconds to get on the phone lines. Let's do it, guys. I mean, let's do this. Let's make sure. I just want to make sure y'all here and ready, because I know, and you're all waiting for the flash sale. I get it. Let's make sure we can get you more savings on anything and everything you shop for in this show. $1,500 to get it going. I've never seen anything like this, but it's going to be that night. If we're losing money, I don't see any reason why it just got to be one item. Let's keep those savings and the party going. And you could shop a whole collection of jewelry in just one show. So $1,500. Let's come on in. Time to get the discount on the Tanzanite drops of a dream. And it doesn't make them, I've done big drops. We've done the 20 carats, the 15 carats, the 16 carats. I've done all those. A lot of them are still hanging out here. Or they were actually, a lot of them were taken apart and the stones were shipped off to museums in Europe because they were museum reserves, and when they don't sell, they go off to the museum. I still don't have $1,500 and I can't explain it. I can't even fathom what's happening. So here's what I will do instead. Now I'm worried we have to put up, maybe we have to push back the flash sale. I don't know. But here's what I will offer. And there is a Tanzanite coming up later. It's in a ring. So if you're wishing for a ring, we got a gorgeous round coming up a little bit later. Hopefully we'll have time to get to that too. But if you would like, we're going to do better than $1,500 and come on in, because I don't know. At this point, I'm just going to experiment. It probably don't make a difference at this point. If we don't have 15, I don't know what it's going to take. But I will tell you, we will go not even to 14 or 13 or 12 or 11 or, oh my goodness, my gosh. I've been doing this so long, and yet sometimes I just think, and I've been telling you, I think the values are better today in 2026 than they've ever been. They are. Jewelry costs more money to make. We're giving you better quality than you've ever been able to shop for anywhere else. And yet look at these price tags. Granted, this is not the price tag. This is just an auction to get the phone lines to ring. But let's go $1,000. $1,000 to start. I can't do the gold by itself for that price. Certainly can't do the Tanzanites at nearly 80 points each when they match and they're rounds. Can't do the diamonds. So you put it all together, plus the labor to make them, and we are looking for $1,000, and we got nobody. All right, let's take a look at them. 60 seconds, Tony. It's just an experiment gone awry. 60 seconds to get that started. We'll find out who's out there tonight, ready to go. 55 seconds left to get you started. That's it, just to see if there's anybody looking for a Tanzanite earring. Now, there was a pair earlier that everybody was kind of clamoring for, and one pair only, so a lot of you missed out. So lovely to bring something similar. Love the drop that you're getting here, something a little bit different, and okay. Want, want, want. There is no open at $1,000 with 30 seconds left to go. We are broadcasting, correct? Okay, so Tony says yes, and I know he knows, because that's his job, to make sure. Now, not that if we're not, not like you can do anything about it, right? Then you just feel like, well, sorry, don't know. No open. That's kind of wild. Well, there's nothing I can do. I've already, I'm thousands away from our cost. We're looking at, I gave you the gold color choice, so hopefully that's not holding you back. If you'd prefer another gold color, that option is there. We've got a pretty small price tag for anything in jewelry, let alone a pair of drop earrings. We're all done? Jason, who do you have there? Where's Carolyn calling from? Does she want to go ahead and get them started? $1,000, one caller, one bidder. Carol, has she ever shopped here before? She shopped here quite a bit? Okay. Well, I got good news and I got bad news. The good news is Carolyn is there and says yes to the $1,000 open on the auction. The bad news is, Carolyn, I can't sell them to you. When you start this low, you just anticipate 20, 30, 40 people coming in and going back and forth and volleying back and forth and getting this price up to somewhere closer to that price than that one. And we have one bidder. So here's the deal. Obviously, I'm kidding. We have to sell them. It's the job. So Carolyn, well done. Carolyn is our only bidder so far. And she's ready to get the Tanzanite drop earrings that are so luxury. So white gold, yellow gold, rose gold, no sizing needed, but you do have to have your ears pierced. If you don't have your ears pierced yet, this is a great investment into, go ahead and make that appointment. I promise it does not hurt. It really does, like it pinches. It feels like when you like snap a rubber band and it hurts for like 10 seconds maybe, 30 maybe. Doesn't hurt. Point is, if you really, really want a value that you got here, not going to happen again, you might as well take advantage. It's worth even saying, I will make sure I got a way to wear those. Or resell. I mean, there's a lot of resellers out there typically. This would be that prime opportunity to say, I'm going to just resell those. We are at $1,000. I'm going to give it a final call. It's a 2-minute clock. We are 5 minutes away from the flash sale. There's happenings here. The flash sale is one thing. There's opportunity right here as well. And my flash sale is not Tanzanite earrings for less. I promise you that. There's not going to be a, oops, here's my Tanzanite earring for even less. No, the flash sale is unrelated. But let's make sure we give it a final 2 minutes if anybody would like to participate in the earrings. Here we go. Last call. I thought we would have more than one bidder. So far, we do not. Here's your last call on the auction. And what an auction it is. Here I thought the flash sale was going to be the best price tag and value of the day. I don't know. This one may have it beat here when I'm looking at the savings you're getting. We will show you our flash sale coming up in 4 minutes. I hope we're all ready. I hope that's what everybody's getting excited about. I know I am. It's a Thursday night. We always give you a reason to tune in, and there will be a big reason here in a couple of minutes. I think there's a good reason now to start dialing in. Final 80 seconds remaining. That's it, final 80 seconds. White, yellow, rose gold, just under an inch in length. All that great movement, little drama from the gold and the diamonds. Love that too. $1,000, Carolyn, wonderful. I think you're going to get it, my friend. It's a really exciting day for you. Where else would you even go to an auction of any kind and be the only bidder that shows up? That is just, to me, I've been to so many auctions. I've run a few auctions. I've auctioneered a few auctions. I got to tell you, I've never had just one person show up. That probably would be grounds to cancel, right? But you just never know. My goodness. Well, it is last call, 45 seconds remaining. Not too late yet, but soon will be. We are going to blow your mind with a flash sale event coming out. Tell a friend who loves jewelry. Maybe you're just the shopper that does the shopping, and you're going to go ahead and get your friends all taken care of, and something very, very classic and universal and special coming up next. Well, technically I got 3 more minutes, so I'll show you that gold quartz. We'll show you a lovely gold quartz piece coming up in a big medallion style pendant. Our largest gold quartz here is coming up. Let's see if we have anybody else at the end here. 10 more seconds to make it official. Do we have? Nothing? That's it? That's it? Okay. Nobody else? Oh, they're calling for the flash sale. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. Well, that means nobody else on this auction. They're gone. Congratulations. Shh, let's not talk about that. Let's pretend that didn't happen. Here's my gold quartz. Big time. 112-2614. Welcome on in. Hi, everybody. Thursday's here. We got a best Thursday for you. Best ever. Best ever. It's happening. Here's our large gold quartz. We're 2 minutes away from our flash sale event, and our lines are already getting busy. You like when we lose money. I do too, actually. I know. I don't have a problem with it. I like it. So 2287 is the size of this oval gold quartz. That is 24 karat gold. That's how it's derived. You know, gold is mined from the earth, right? Everyone thinks about gemstones, but we can't forget that gold is a precious metal. It is pure gold is 24 karat gold, as you probably know. We don't make jewelry out of 24 karat gold. It's a little soft for jewelry, but it can still be plenty durable when it's encapsulated essentially and grown within a quartz gemstone. Nothing to worry about there. It's our 2287 with 34 points in diamonds. It's 1 5/8 inches in top to bottom length. It looks incredible. It is definitely a larger, I mean, you saw how far we had to zoom back. It's a larger piece, larger oval, perfect diamonds going around it. Here it is from a distance. That is just cool. Plus it's got this nice open design to the bail. Slip your favorite chain on through, and all that pattern is Mother Nature. That's all derived from Mama Nature. It is 1 1/2 inches, I would say. Maybe it is actually a little more. So yeah, 1 5/8 inches. Sure, right between 1 1/2 inches and 1 5/8 inches. Here's what it looks like from a distance on the neckline for you as well, which is definitely given that big, bold styling. We'll go back up close. I got about 40 seconds to sell it. So then it's flash sale time for this midpoint of our Thursday show, and a value like you have literally never seen. You could be watching me here for 10 years. You could be watching me anywhere in the shopping world for the last 26 years. It don't matter. We've got the biggest value I've ever had for you coming up. But this is going to be the gold quartz underpriced because it was $21,000 once upon a time. It is the largest one by far, therefore it has more 24 karat gold. It's not just about the gold it's set in, it's about the 24 karat pure gold within it as well that we can't even really quantify, but it's a big part of that 23 karat stone that you have. Here's the back, so you can see how that pure gold goes all the way through this beautiful, beautiful tablet cut, if you will. It's not really cabochon because it's not really super domed, but it does have this great, great look. And it's our oval, and it's down to $3,999 for the very first caller. It's our lowest price ever when it started so much more. And yeah, flash sale time is here. We've got a really, really good one for you coming up. I cannot wait. This is only the second flash sale I've ever done of its kind. And the last one happened to be last Friday. We sprung it on you. And we decided, I mean, we've been planning some incredible shows. We've had some wonderful things. We are going to bring you a very special moment in our history here at TVON. So let me just welcome everybody to the show who might just be tuning in. And for anybody who's brand new, if a friend just told you you need to watch this broadcast and you're wondering, why the heck would I watch this show? This is what? What is this? We are the really, truly the pinnacle of home shopping experiences when it comes to jewelry, because there's a lot of jewelry out there and a lot of it is merely just trinkets and plastics and faux and obviously a lot of man-made. We are the leader in fine jewelry. However, we bring a standard of quality that is beyond, and what we're about to bring is one of the world's rarest gemstones in the entire world. It's not even a gemstone at all, and it's even more rare than diamonds because it's actually natural, yellow diamonds. And in the most premium way you can get them. and in a piece that has been here on the air. So it's kind of fun. It's really difficult to show you a value if you don't know the price tag already. I brought you our first flash sale of its kind only just 6 days ago. It was a Friday night, and we've sprung it on you, and it was very exciting because we brought a deal on diamond studs we'd never done before, ever. I'm going to bring you an even bigger value. It is a bigger value. It just is. I'm sorry. Diamond studs were incredible. It's beyond anything I've ever brought to you. But here we are live. And we are showing you that with our 15 hours a week, 5 shows, 3 hours per show, 15 hours a week, Wednesday through Sunday. We want to show you that really special things happen during these live shows, because I know we live in an era where nothing, I grew up in an era where we had to sit down at a certain time on a Friday night at 8 o'clock to watch a new show. And it was a big thing, and your whole life revolved around if there was a television show you wanted to watch, you had to sit there at that moment. Most people don't even have TVs anymore. A lot of you are probably watching in more modern ways, like maybe online or on a computer or on a phone or on a tablet. I couldn't have dreamed of such a thing a long time ago. It's just, again, the way our whole world is adapting and changing. No, that's not breaking news. But we want to show you that at least however you watch, whether you watch on television or whether you watch through a phone or whether you watch through any other device, being with us live as these shows broadcast is really important. Maybe not so much in other places where there's an unlimited quantity of things to sell, but what we do here is very different because we deal in such a high-end quality that we do have limitations on what we can bring. And not to mention it's all handmade here, like literally here, like in our headquarters here in Los Angeles, not overseas, where we can just call somebody up and get a translator to order some more. That's how most networks operate. We do not. So we have a limited quantity to go around on any given idea, any given item. What I'm about to show you is something that most people will never dream of owning. And I'm talking about jewelry collectors, jewelry lovers, truly, women who really love great fine jewelry, but we can't even imagine. First place, most people don't even know where to go to find one, because what we're going to bring you is really a spotlight on incredible natural yellow diamonds that are not treated or heated in any way. And because we want the flash sale to be something everybody can get behind and everybody can enjoy, because, well, it's the biggest value we've ever seen here, we're going to bring you something that's classic and universal, that's giftable, that's stackable, that maybe if you really want to take advantage of us and the moment tonight, you might get more than one. You might get them as gifts. We are, as I was mentioning, we're almost halfway through 2026, if you can believe it. We've got the unofficial start of summer coming up on Monday. I would say it's time when, I don't think it's absolutely silly to be talking about holidays, when jewelry is easy to tuck away and save. Or maybe you just want to say, this is my Christmas gift to myself, but I'm going to start wearing it now because I want to. It's fine. But this is the ultimate flash sale. We're going to bring you a diamond band that has been here. It's a 5-stone diamond band, but the upgraded version. And if you're waiting on the phone lines, thank you to 2 of you that believe. Now, there's a lot of you that say, yellow diamond band ring, 5-stone style. I don't care what she does to lose money. I ain't spending $7,000 tonight. That's okay. You're not going to. When I tell you that there's a limited quantity to go around, we sold diamond studs on last Friday night for about 45 minutes straight, sold them out. There was no chance. I know there were people that were very disappointed they missed it. The same thing will happen except faster, because we don't have nearly as many, because this is not a diamond stud, it's a 5-stone band. The stones themselves are really big and they're super, super high quality. So we need you on the lines ready to go, because what I'm going to do when they're still solid gold, because a lot of you might ask, is it now plated? How you getting there? It's just a loss. It's a flash sale because I'm going to give you a loss leader like we've never seen before. Just for everybody to get up to speed. Some of you may not have been watching for 6 months or a year and maybe just stop by today. The bands right now, just for a 14-karat gold band, are $2 grand by themselves before you start adding big yellow diamonds. We're going to bring you a 1-carat diamond band that has been on my show recently. It's been on twice. I've had this ring on our show for not $5,000. It was the great value you would expect from TVON. It was $113, $12.96. Here's the deal. It's a 1-carat minimum carat weight. It's a 5-stone style. Diamonds across the finger. Stack them up. Wear them as many as you want. Stack them with your white diamond bands. Stack them with anything. A wedding set. I will tell you, so many people, and I asked if we could probably not limit it to 1 per customer, because I know how many of you want to use them as ring guards or stackable. So we are not limiting it to 1 per customer. You can get as many as you want. Within reason, I said this with the studs. I want to avoid the jewelry store owner who comes in and says, I'll take everything you've got, because we want to make sure that as many people as possible can get one. But it is a great stackable. It is a 5-stone, 1-carat total weight at minimum, most or more. I just want to make sure that this is what we got to do in the system to make sure that I can do this with the price tag. is basically give away, because I know we've got, most of them are like 110, 115, 120. I know because I made them. They're really big diamond weights. They're at least 20 points a piece per stone. They're also not cushion cut squares. They're rectangular cushions, so they give you that really, really big look. For example, let me show you one from across the room so you can see. I love stacking this ring so much. This one's a size 5, and you'll see how it works if you want to put it on as a pinky finger ring. Oh my goodness, gorgeous that way. Thumb ring, yes, it works as well. Solid 14 karat yellow. The only choice you have to make is what size you need. So are we ready for a little flashy flash? This is my flashiest of the flash sales because it's yellow diamonds, and they're all VS, by the way. So before you think about, well, how are they doing that? There's no rhyme or reason. There's no cutting corners on quality. It's just us losing money. And quite vividly and right here, like bright, just in front of your eyes, right here live, really truly losing money on every single one to give you a value like has never happened before. So let's party, shall we? Here we go on a Thursday night with a flash sale moment. And I got to come in from that large gold quartz, but I want to show you the consistency, and I wish I had more out here because these are, I think every one of them is made up and ready to go. So here's the deal. We just need to know your ring size. That's all we need to know. Your ring size. What ring size do you require? Let me show you a couple so you can see the consistency, the color, the brilliance, the beauty. They're all VS. Every single one of them. Look at that. Now, I'm going to need some callers on the line, and I know it's a Thursday. We sprung this on you. Nobody knew this was coming. Nobody had any idea this was happening. And we are going to bring you the ultimate yellow diamond value. That is something, and by the way, I did a quick search today because I want to give you an up-to-date price tag. We've done this ring many times, and recently for $1,888 here at TVON. I did some research to find the closest comp, so the closest comparable retail value on stones like this that I could find that were natural, because there's a lot of treated out there. There's obviously a lot of man-made, and there's a lot of treated diamonds, so I need to avoid those because that's not a fair comp. We have the natural VS and natural from the earth, but also natural in color, so they're not heated or treated in any way. They're definitely not irradiated, which is even more common to see with yellow diamonds. They're not irradiated. We just need you to get on the phone lines because I don't have that many to go around, and when there's a lot of people taking 2 or 3 at a time to stack or build or use as ring guards, they're going to go very quickly. But that's our old price on this very ring that you've seen. I've had it 3 times in recent days. And now we're going to blow it out for you so it does not have to be anywhere near $1,888. And I will lose money on every single one. And we don't work on big margins. We don't make that triple key or that 5-time markup. Listen, I wish I could make something like this for like $500. That would be great. I wish I could. But when the gold band is $2,000, you can see why that's a value. That's a value because already the diamonds are free and you're saving about $100 on the band. From just the make it price, that's a manufacturer's price. We're going to do better than $1,888. So come on in if you'd like to be a part of this one. It is our beautiful bright flash sale. Who's on the phone lines ready to do some shopping? We're ready to go. We've got an incredible moment for you. What a night to be shopping here. And we'll wow you. It literally, what's a week ago? $1,888 price tag. There is no sale event that's going to give you this price tag. There is no extra discount and it's going to give you this price tag. It is our one and only yellow diamond flash event. And no one else is going to be able to do this. I can't make it. I work in the wholesale world. I was there this afternoon. Ooh, boy, yellow diamonds are not easy. The closest comparable retail I could find, and you can do the same thing online, search 1 carat, CTTW, in natural yellow diamonds. You will find a band out there from a really well-known designer. They're a big one. They've got their flagship location on Rodeo Drive, if that gives you a little hint. That certainly narrows it down to about 5 different designers. And they have a similar band right now in their boutique. It's online too. You can find this. And it's $59,000. And by the way, they're not graded. The quality is not even listed. And when they don't list the quality of the clarity, then probably it's not all that great. And usually yellow diamonds are not graded for quality all that often unless it's a big stone. So that's another perk we give you, is that we're giving you VS, because if we didn't, you'd say, why the heck not? We are so loving your VS white diamonds. Why don't we get that with the yellow? So you still get that VS quality. I have nobody on the phone lines. That's okay too. Here's the deal. We're going to be very busy in a couple of minutes. We know this is a really big moment for us and our history and our values and our gold lovers. And if nothing else, for those of you that watch the show that just watch to watch because you like looking at jewelry, If you've never shopped here before, it's a great way to start that collection as well. It's a really good day to think about adding something that I know everybody can wear. This is a ring that is about as universal as it gets. We did the 5-stone diamond ring in white diamonds the other day, and once again, we had about 200 of them go out the door. And it was white diamonds, not nearly as rare a variety as what we're seeing here. But certainly there was a value, and it was great, and yet popular. Here's a huge upgrade, and it's no longer $18.88. That's a great deal every day. We're going to make that a was price, and I will give you the ultimate, call it a loss leader, if you will. Certainly is. It's certainly a big loss in money every time you pick one up. And it's solid gold, which is $2,000 for the band. And we'll make it really, really, really affordable when each and every one of those diamonds are at least 20 points a piece. Not the square. The square cushions don't look as big visually. These are the rectangular cushion cuts. Each one 4-prong basket. I know so many of you have it already. I know, and if you paid more, I apologize. I'm just doing, again, we need to make sure that we understand that we're still a television show here that runs a live show 3 hours a day from Wednesday through Sunday. We want to make sure there's a reason every day for you to tune in, to be a part of these incredible values. And if you love it, it's classic, it's wearable. You can wear it on any finger of the hand, but we're going to need some callers here, so we better start taking that price down. And I'll tell you, this might be the first flash sale I ever do that's going to go lower than where it's supposed to go, because it's not going to be $1,499, which is where it's supposed to be here tonight. I got to do better, because I only have one of you on the phone lines, now 2. So 2 people ready for the biggest savings. And by the way, that's already less money than it's ever been before. So, okay, that sounds good, but it's not $14.99. And I can guarantee you no one's making it. I could hand you the 5 diamonds for free as a gift. I could say, here it is. Thank you for being such an amazing TVON viewer. You're a TVON family member. Let me give you 5 yellow diamonds. And if you went to go set them, literally to go set them yourself, you're going to pay more than this. And I'm talking about the gold band and the labor. We can go even further though, and that way maybe it's just going to be, sure, maybe the labor price. We can beat that here if you want to get the entire ring for less than the labor would cost you. That's really what we're going for here, to get everybody the yellow diamond of your dreams, and 1 carat minimum. It's a minimum. Please don't get upset if you get a carat 22. If you get a carat 38, don't get upset. If you get a carat 15, do not get mad. It's a 1 carat minimum. There's 20 points minimum each and every stone. And this is in solid gold, yellow gold only. So it's the way to do it. They're bright. They're even brighter than the yellow gold. I always say look for that. Look at our graphic. They're brighter than the graphic banner here. They're brighter than the gold, which is telling you what a high quality yellow diamond you have. Is you can see how bright those diamonds, they are much more powerful than the gold that you have them set in. And by the way, they're not $14.99. That's the was flash sale price. Again, losing money to me is losing money. At this point, I don't really care how much we lose. I care that you guys get on the phone lines to see what we're trying to prove. We're trying to prove a point here, that if you're with us, we are going to give you a spectacular reason to be with us every single show, to shop the values that are only good for this show and not do $14.99 or $13.99 or $1,299. I know gold is more. You know gold is more. I make jewelry for a living. Check it out, Lauren Blair Designs. I got to tell you, $12.99. You can't buy the stones or the gold or pay for the labor. We got it all happening. And we are very busy on the phone lines. That's probably no surprise. Here's my other recommendation is get 2 if you can. Especially for those of you that say, I already bought it for $18.88 and now I'm mad. Well, guess what? You can go ahead and get one for less money and then build a stack. Or you can put them on as ring guards. If you paid $18.88, get another, and then you will still have, think of how it balances out. Because it's not going to be $12.99. Here's how one looks. Imagine 2 together, whether you're putting them straight up like this. You want to go together straight up like that, stackable, or do you want to use them as ring guards? What the heck is a ring guard? Well, it's meaning you put one around each side of another ring. That's what a ring guard usually entails. You know our world famous Wonder Ring is a ring guard. This is also, typically it starts with a band style. We're very busy on the phone lines because I think once that $14.99 hit, everybody started to lose their minds. Now we're going better than 14. We're already better at by $200 per ring, and you're not spending 12. Look at the consistency. The matching, the yellow diamonds. We do yellow diamonds like nobody else does. And I would say the better reference point is the one above, because for those of you at home saying, oh, look, Herb, they look different. No, they're not. Watch this. Watch the shell game here. Watch this. Now I'll put this one at the bottom and this one on the top. I put them on the top, A, because I want to see them stacked, but also to really show you that they're identical no matter what. It's just our camera lens is at a different angle. So once you see a ring at a different angle, it looks different. It looks different, okay? I need you to be ready to go. And I know so many of you are, and you're excited, and $12.99 is the best value I've ever seen on a band. I've sold an infinite amount of yellow diamond jewelry here. And I've been privileged to do so because most people who are in my business have never seen a yellow diamond in real life. They've never seen one. They've never held one. They've never shown one. They've never sold one. There's so much money out there and about. And I realize that a lot of you live in smaller places, maybe more rural towns. You don't have access to big jewelry stores or the big design houses. You know, the Harrys and the Tiffany's and the Vans and the, you know all those, right? Those are big name designers, which is really the only place you have to go when you're looking for a natural. If you're okay with treated, bombarded, I'm not into radiated because I know that when I was house shopping, I said, get me away from power lines, because the idea was if you're going to live your life in a place, you don't want to be around power lines. So I said, I don't want radiation around me if I can avoid it. Same thing. A lot of people think that way with stones. And irradiated stones, there's a belief that maybe that can be a little bit tricky from a health standpoint. Again, I'm not a doctor. I'm just saying there's a thing where a lot of people don't want irradiated stones. And most of the yellow diamonds that are out there that are being called yellow diamonds were natural to start, but then they're irradiated to get their color or treated in some other funky way. I don't want to know the details of what chemicals are used. I just want to just give me the natural deal. But if that means spending $100K or 20 grand or 50 grand or 60 grand, I think that leaves us out of it, doesn't it? When there's absolutely no excuse when a price tag is $12.99 on a band. I'm going to go even lower, and like I said, I'm taking a lot of liberties here with our flash sale because in my mind, losing money is losing money, and it becomes less about how much money you're losing and more about just tearing the phone's ring to give you the ultimate value, and that's what this is. It's not going to be $12.99 or $1,199. We are testing. This is basically you know how there's Nielsen ratings back in the day? You'd know how many viewers a TV show got by looking at Nielsen ratings, and they basically know how many households were watching. We don't have that. Doesn't exist anymore. So guess what? This is my way of seeing if we got 5 people, great. We have 5 people that are going to take advantage of me and the value and the discount and the flash sale. If we have 10 people, there's going to be 10 people. But we're looking to see how many people are with us on a Thursday. And if we don't have that many people, maybe we don't need to do them. If we do, and you love it, and we just need to give you a sale like you've never seen before, then I think that proves our point. But it's not going to be $11.99. And for the people that aren't watching, they never get it. There's no way to get it. You can't go online. I'm not going to have, you can't go online, like go log on online later and go get it. It's limited quantity and it will sell out because I know there's enough people out there who respect and appreciate a value when they see one, and they don't let those moments pass by because this is jewelry. It only going up in price, not down, unless you're shopping right here with me tonight. So instead of $11.99 or $10.99, let's make it really, really, really interesting. And it is. It's the flashiest of flash sales. Those are VS yellow diamonds that are, again, natural, and they are also in solid gold. So this is it, guys. This is it. It's the moment. It's the now. It's all yours, and you can get as many as you want within reason. Please don't say how many do you have. I'll take them all because I know we have jewelry store owners out there that would like to do such a thing. Let's share the love and let everybody get one if they want one. But it's not even $10.99 for a yellow diamond 5-stone band. Never in my 26 years of doing this, nearly every single day of my life, have I ever had a value like this. And to that point, it was about 2 decades before I had yellow diamonds at all in fine jewelry. And now they're here in 2026 on May 21st, a Thursday, just a random Thursday. And now we're doing this, $10.99. No, it is not. How many would you like? Somebody just took 3. Somebody took 2. I don't have a person on the phone lines that's only getting 1 right now. And by the way, you may want to get another because it's going even lower than $10.99. It's even better. All you have to do, you have now. You don't have a time. There's no time to think about it. And by the way, with a flash sale, one more thing to mention because a lot of you are going to ask, I bet it's final sale. I bet that if I get one, I have to keep it. There's no sending it back. Absolutely not. This is a fully returnable item. If you don't think this is the best jewelry buy you've ever bought from me or anybody else on TV, send it back. I beg you to send this back to me if you don't love this. If this is your favorite piece of jewelry you're wearing every single day, send it on back. That's okay. You can do that. But it's a value only good for the next couple of minutes because we are very busy. And it's not even $1,000, guys. This is definitely a glitch in the matrix here. Not ever supposed to happen. I'm losing so much darn money. It's silly. Honestly, if you don't get one, I don't know what to tell you. Jewelry may not be your thing. Maybe you are looking for the tractors or something. I don't know. But let me know. I'll tell you. I'm a shopper. I'll tell you where to shop. I'll tell you, whatever you're looking for, if you don't know where to find it, I'll tell you where to find it. But if you're looking for fine jewelry, the finest of fine, there's only one place to be. And we're going to show you right here, right now, $999 of value like I've never witnessed. So I bet you've never seen anything like it, because this is what I do. And this is, I know a lot of you watch every show out there. You know that. You know that value is nowhere else. Nowhere. Nobody can do that. It's $9.99 per ring. This is why if you can get two, most everybody on the phone lines is doing just that. I have not heard one person getting one yet. I'm sure they're out there, but I don't know. It seems like 2 and 3 are the quantities of choice here. This is the moment. And it's a great gift idea too. And even if you're not sure what a ring size is, you can guess. You can make a probably pretty accurate guess based on what you know about her. Size 7 average size lady size across the country. Go there. You can always get it sized by us or by your local jeweler, and we're, remember, still sizing for you. I'm just saying, if you don't know, you can always, don't feel like you're set. You can always send it back to us and we'll size it. If you get it wrong, we'll do it for free. Keep in mind, this is free sizing to you. So you pick a size, quarter, half, 3/4, you get that. You get the yellow gold only. There's only one option in the gold color, so that makes it pretty simple, because we're showing off the gorgeous quality of those yellow diamonds. The yellow diamonds are gleaming even brighter and on a highly saturated level beyond what the gold band is. So you have all of that. And then you get the $9.99 price tag, which I cannot do. Even my white diamond band the other day. I had a white diamond 5-stone band not that long ago. I think it was 2 weeks ago. I had a white diamond band. It was more money. It was more money for the white diamond band, which, by the way, are a dime a dozen compared to a yellow diamond. I can get you buckets full of white diamonds for every one yellow diamond. That's just how the natural world works. You realize there is one natural color of diamond for every 100,000 white diamonds there are. And that ratio, by the way, includes all the colors of diamond. And there's a lot of them. Yellow, brown, pink, orange, green, purple. I can go on and on and on and on colors of diamonds. This is the popular one. This is the one, because even the pinks are really rare and special, but not everybody likes them because they're really light. The yellows are vibrant here, and not all of them are. They usually tend to have more, you've heard the term canary yellow. That's not what we're looking at. We're looking at bright, vibrant, almost neon stones. They make an impact, and whether you're wearing it on the pinky, on the thumb, on the ring finger, on the middle, on the index, it works literally anywhere on the hand. That's why I even say, if you don't know a size, get a size, and she's going to find a way to wear it, even if she doesn't want to go size it further. Like, you can do that because it works anywhere. What other ring can you say that about? That works all the way pinky to thumb or anywhere in between and can be stacked together. Or if you're saying, I have enough rings for 2 lifetimes, great. You can stack this with your other rings. You can stack it. That's what everybody's doing anyways. Rarely do you see a woman with 1 ring on. At this point in time, this is 2026. We like rings, and we wear them all over, across the finger, down the finger, whether you choose 1 finger and stack and layer, whether you go across the hand and wear them on multiple fingers, whatever it is. Maybe that's what you want to do too. I was showing you from a distance, 1 on the pinky, 1 on the ring finger. Those require different sizes. It's certainly affordable to do that when you've got an under $1,000 price tag on an 1888 ring that so many of you have purchased in the past for $1,888, and now we get it for less. So even still, if you were to put one together tonight with the $999 price tag with the $1,888, and you think about how that is together, guess what? That all balances out to still one of the craziest values ever. Because when you even think about it that way, yes, we understand. That's still an incredible value if you average them out. This is amazing. And if you've never tried TVON shopping, meaning TVON here, fine jewelry, if you've never shopped off TV in general, like let's say you've never bought anything off TV, and I get it, it's an industry that's changing rapidly, and you know, let's face it, probably won't be around all that much longer. We're not talking about an industry that's going to last another 100 years. The big ones are shutting down in a couple months, you know, you've heard that, right? On and on, you know, hopefully they don't, but it's looking like they got to, right? That's the kind of thing. People think that, and that's an industry that, I get it, we shop online, we shop on our phones, we have things delivered by big companies that sell everything imaginable. But even if you're looking there, you know, somebody gave me the biggest compliment the other day, and they said, I could not, honestly, when I did my last flash sale last Friday, I had diamond studs. They were diamond studs, 1 carat total weight, and they were $9.99. And it was the biggest diamond value ever anywhere. And there are so many naysayers because nobody likes to do anything more than a gotcha moment. And I got to tell you, as a journalist and a former journalist, I will tell you, gotcha moments I loved scooping stories. And there's a lot of you that are out there with fingers and internet access that love to go online and say, I found a better value. You're wrong. I can find a better value. Sure, I'll have. There was nobody. As a matter of fact, it was so cute because one of my greatest detractors out there, she said, I could not, I was watching you on a Friday night, I watched you do the $9.99 diamond studs, and she said, you know what I did? I went to that big warehouse store, which first of all, I don't know about buying fine jewelry where I buy my like 85 rolls of toilet paper, but I don't know, some people do, I guess, right? But that's fine. She said, I went to that big, you know, the place where you need to pay for a membership to shop there, right? You can't just walk in off the street. It's not open to the public. And you can buy everything in bulk. You can buy like 92 brush heads for your toothbrushes, and you can buy like food, and you can buy cupcakes, and you can buy whatever you want, right? You can buy anything. Well, they got fine jewelry too. I know that. She said, do you know, I went and I looked and I said, that girl is just straight bald-faced lying. She said, I bet you that big store that I pay a good membership every year to go buy, I bet you they got a better deal. And she said, I got to admit, I came back. She said, tuck my tail between my legs because I came back and I said, you were right. You did so much better, and it was by thousands. She goes, you did better than that big warehouse store because they got 1 carat VS studs. And I'm going, I know they do. I quoted when I started here 10 years ago, November 5th of 2016, I literally looked at that warehouse store and they had studs for $6,500 then. $6,500 if you wanted VS. Now, I know they have a lower quality. You can get the SI stones. Then there was somebody else. She said, I called my local jeweler. They'll match it. Yeah, every jeweler says that until you walk in, cash money, and say, I want my diamond studs for $9.99. Oh, I'm sorry. The biggest thing that I've ever heard in the shopping business is that local jewelers obviously are not going to be a big fan of ours because we're putting them out of business, right? That's no fault of mine. I don't want to do that. That's not my goal. But we have over the years, and so it's not just home shopping. It's the internet retailers. It's the big box warehouses. It's all of those. But the little jewelers, the little guys, the local stores are great for like there still exists for your watch repairs and your watch batteries and your sizing needs. But ultimately, you know, it's really tough to be a little store and compete with the big guys that got to do great value. And you know, even those people, when you tell them what you got a deal, they're always going to be like, I can match it. I can top it until you go in. That's always fine and well to say that, but who's going to bring you yellow diamonds? I know it's easy to sit back at home and say, somebody's going to do better. There's a better value out there. I say, show me. Show me a better value. Show me in natural stones that are VS. I don't care. Show me the fake stones. Show me the lab grown. Show me somebody who's doing an irradiated yellow diamond. Show me somebody that's doing a completely lab grown yellow diamond. Show me somebody who's doing it in gold, not in sterling silver coated, not in a weird, like, again, there's a lot of weird things going on right now with metals and platings and things like that, because I get it. Everyone's trying to get around gold pricing being $5,000 an ounce. So if you can find something similar, what you will find is a price tag that makes this one look tiny. So that's the beauty of what we do. And the best part is, because I value time, time's the most precious thing we have. Whatever you want to say, money's not it. Everybody thinks it's all about money. Money rules the world. Honestly, we're human beings. There hasn't been a human yet that's lived forever. I think time is the most precious resource we have, and if I save you 10 minutes, an hour of time, that's worth more money to me. I pay a lot of money every single day to have things delivered or shipped because I just don't have the time to be running around stores. I have the time for traffic and parking and all that extra stuff. I do enough of that already to get here. Point is, time is valuable, and I love the luxury of sitting at home regardless of the price and having it delivered and shipped to your doorstep for free, and then you decide once it's at home. That's even better because you didn't have to run around and talk to half the people that don't know what they're talking about in a store. You don't have to worry about, is it really real? I don't know. I've never shopped here before. Is it real? Is it natural yellows? Is it solid gold? How do you know? You don't know. And this is why, again, go with someone you trust, go with someone you know, go with someone who's got 6 generations. Not me personally. I have 26 years of experience in this business. The family that runs this company, 6 generations in gems and diamonds and jewelry. So there is no better way or source than this one. And the fact that we're giving it to you for practically free, because if you think our cost is $9.99, I wish it was. I wish we live in an era where jewelry could be manufactured for a price like that. We don't live in that era. So here's your last call. We got to take a look at it. Top of the hour is here. So if you just missed it, here's our last call on our flash sale for this Thursday night. Yes. Yes. 273 Kunzite, okay, that pear shape from earlier, you got it, all right, a lot of pieces from earlier going as well, and that's not a bad idea. Don't forget, we did also have a museum masterpiece, must go, that was in emerald tonight with yellow diamonds. I can't help but think about how they would look good together. So grab your yellow diamond band while it's here. It's $999. Only. It's a 5-stone style, and it's in solid gold. So $9.99 if you'd like to go ahead and get one. That is what you call a flash sale. And it's so funny because as I look at my phone, I literally just got an alert from an app that's in Italy that says they're doing a flash sale for 10% off. Even if I did 10% off, that would have been $1,699. Can we all, let's take a moment here. If I gave you 10% off, it would have been $1,700. And now it's $9.99. That is just, well, that's a big, big difference. I don't know about you, but I think $700 of savings is a lot. That's a lot. And that's if I gave you 10% off. So let's give it a final 60 seconds. We'll be on our way. Let me know if you have any requests for the rest of the evening. We have about an hour left in the show, and our last call is now. So if you'd like a ring or a band or another, or you want to stack or use them as ring guards or any of the above, this is the time to get it. This is the time to make it yours, and it looks so gorgeous on. And these are the brightest, most beautiful, juicy yellow diamond cushions. They are not the square cushions. They are the rectangular cushions. They are very, very special. Individual and match. You know how difficult it is to match? White diamond's not so difficult. When it's yellows, there are so many hundreds of shades of yellow you can get. It's very, very different when you have the consistency there, and we're going to the top level of saturation anyways. Again, I have them stacked here because I know what you're all saying. They look very different. Watch again. They're not. That's all about the angle. That's the angle. So if you're wondering, I want the one in the back because that's brighter, that's just the angle, and that's the straight up angle on the ring. So that's what it's going to look like. That's why I have them stacked here. Sometimes I have a little stand. It's a little thing I put under the rings to give you the right angle on them. Honestly, we just have 2 rings, so I'm using the rings for each other to show you exactly what you're getting. But that's that beautiful saturation level right there. It's $9.99, so very, very important value there. Take advantage of it if you'd like to. We have as many new shoppers as we do have veteran shoppers. It's a great chance to pick up your very first item, whether it's off of TV, whether it's from us specifically at TVON. If you've been shopping some of the other different environments of jewelry, there's certainly a lot of different qualities offered. We are the very best of the best, but unlike some other great quality jewelry out there that gets really, really pricey, where everything's $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, it's kind of nice to have something for $9.99 and still be delivering quality. Because yes, usually you pay less, you get less, you pay more, you get more. We are exactly the opposite, where we are all about value. I don't bring it unless it's a value. Here it is, not just a value, a flash sale, totally losing money and going backwards on every single ring you pick up. And that is why you want to do it tonight, because once the quantity is sold out, it's not available. Simple as that. Limited quantity, and we're down to 3 right now. And that's with 56.5 minutes to go in a Thursday night broadcast, when there's a lot of people who probably, well, we know this from our weeknights, it's an early start for the shopping world. So usually this is when we started the shows for all my years of doing this, up until the last 1.5, 2. We always start at 7. So that's really prime time for shopping once dinner hour's over and everything's kind of calmed down, and here we are, and sports start to wrap up and things like that. Yes, there are. I know. Someone once told me when I got into the business that women don't watch sports. And I suppose that's the same person that said only women shop on TV. Well, neither are true. So sometimes men shop on TV and sometimes women like sports. So, it's one of those things where this is normally the point where everyone starts to tune in. And now we're at the tail end of our 5-stone yellow diamond band. So $9.99, last call, what a value. And again, if you're really trying to add to the diamond collection, classics are always the way to start and the way to go. And maybe this is how you decide. Do you want that bigger 1 carat someday? Maybe you start here. Wear those yellow diamonds, see how it feels and how it looks and how you like it. And then maybe later you graduate to one of our 1 carat stones or 2 carat. I have up to 3 carats in individual yellow diamonds, but goodness knows they can run you 30 and 40,000 pretty quickly on those larger stones. So maybe this is the way you try it. You get to know your yellow diamonds. I know that, again, most people shopping for jewelry. I know my mom didn't have a yellow diamond. She'd been a long time fan of jewelry long before I was born. And then I remember some of my early memories of activities I did as a toddler were literally going to the wholesale jewelry district in Los Angeles. I was born and raised here. So yes, she would put together her own pieces. She was one of the first people to get Tanzanite way back when it first really really was starting to enter the U.S. marketplace. And she didn't have a yellow diamond until about 2 years ago when I gifted her one. This is a woman that has everything in jewelry, but she did not have a yellow diamond. I think a lot of people are in that boat where they just, even the idea, I don't think she ever even dreamed of getting a yellow diamond. I don't think it was ever something she even aspired to do, just because knowing the price tags, and granted, they've become more popular in recent years. I don't think in the 80s and the 90s everybody was really affixed on yellow diamonds. But I think, you know, with pop culture and celebrity culture, there's a lot of folks that, you know, when money's no object, there's been a lot of engagements with fancy colored diamonds, pinks, greens, yellows as well. So I think it really turns our attention on a worldwide basis to a lot of these more fancy colors, whereas decades ago, things changed. Again, things evolve. So we're seeing a new attention paid to colors of diamond that we didn't used to, and certainly that all was very, very lovely when we had the Argyle mine producing and prolifically producing, and now, of course, those days are over as well. That Argyle mine, which was the top producer of fancy colored diamonds, it shut down years ago now. So it really is what's put such a strain on the worldwide environment of yellow diamonds and all the other colors, by the way, because it's not like there's a yellow diamond mine and a pink diamond mine. There's usually multiple colors that will come out of one distinct source. And there are sources currently producing. It's not like they're mined out. It's the quality of those sources, though, that's really lacking from, let's say, what the favorite was, which was the Argyle. So here it is, $9.99 for the band. Let's give it a 60-second clock, and we'll be moving on. And it's one of those pieces. This is where I wish the show was just longer. I wish we could talk about this for 7-8 hours. I wish we could do infomercials. I wish we could run it every day. I wish this was I wish we could lose money like this every day. Now, the reality is you can. It's not a successful strategy to run a business that's got any longevity to it. But again, for a moment in time, for a one item, one time ever, right here, right now, it's that moment. So 30 seconds remaining and $999. There is an incredible Tanzanite awaiting you. There's a Diaspore that's here. I do have a yellow diamond necklace too, by the way. So if you wanted a, it's not gonna be quite as large a stone, but we do have some really good yellow diamonds. We do have look at this Diaspore. We're kind of all about the rounds. Oh, that could be the most beautiful. Talk about flashy. That's a Diaspore with a round cut. We also have a round Tanzanite we'll show you. Are you liking the look of the 7-carat 01? Look at that one. Wow, with the big round brilliance around it, that's pretty cool too. So lots and lots and lots to get to here, but a $9.99 value, a flash sale. A truly once in a lifetime event moment is wrapping up now. That's once in a lifetime. That's what that is. Once in a lifetime. Okay. A couple recaps. And by the way, we did have a 1-carat yellow diamond and platinum earlier in the show. So just FYI, we still have that 1-carat east-west. It was that east-west with the baguettes around it. Got a really good star ruby. So clean, so bright. All right, I know we still are busy on the phone lines. I know quantities dwindling quickly here, so I'm gonna have you go ahead and dial as quickly as you can, talk to our operators when you get through, and I'm gonna move on because we do have only about 50 minutes left to go in our Thursday night, and I've got, look at this, ruby, oh, clean, star ruby there, it's a good one. Also, this round, I don't know, this reminds me a lot. Doesn't that look a lot like green diamond because the round cutting, but then wait a minute, there's purple flashes. So I also want to show you this one because we do have the Tanzanite. I think we're going to start there because there have been a few of you saying whatever that round Tanzanite is. Let's see it. Here we go. 7 carats 01. Keep calling and I'll let you know when those are sold out and officially gone, but what a value there. And here we are with our one beautiful 701. Wow. 1130883 is your admin number. And then let me know what requests you have because we'd love a few of those. I've got plenty of time for your requests today. We've only got a couple new items I haven't shown you yet. Told you there was a light merchandise night here, so we're really opening it up to whatever you want to see out of the inventory. Please let me know what that might be, okay? We're talking Tansy here. It's our 701. This has a beautiful look to it. I mean, that is a really good, bright stone with a lot of red flashes, and it's our 1 carat in diamonds among 6 stones, round brilliance down the side. They are graduated in their size, but slightly. Very slightly graduated. Great look here, and welcome to the last little bit of our Thursday night, May 21st. How about that? And we have got an incredible weekend upcoming. You know, we start our weekend on Friday. I think most people do, right? I mean, our weekend technically starts on Monday, but, you know, I'm talking about everybody else. I know. It's so funny. Yeah, I was talking to somebody the other day, like, what do you mean you have a Monday, Tuesday weekend? What does that mean? I mean, the concept to them was so foreign. Like, what? But weekends are Saturday and Sunday. Not always. And then here we go with our 7-carat 01. And I miss it too. I love Mondays because Mondays are, holidays, Federally observed holidays are on Mondays usually. So, we got to miss you on Memorial Day. But, I know it gives you a chance to hang out with the family, do the things, the beach, the barbecues, the get-togethers, the this and that. But here we are with our 7-carat 01, and it is a 1-carat diamond weight. I'm going to show it on the hand here. It's really outstanding when you see this on. Perfect placement of those diamonds, the way they stop at just the right place here, so you have no interference as your fingers are put together. It's talking about a great piece too. If you want to add the one to ring, we're talking about ring guards and ring stacks, and if you want to add, you could put the yellow diamond next to it if you want to. It's just make it your own. Isn't that what's great about jewelry? It's all about making it your own. You can create a different look every day even with the same pieces. Don't be afraid to play. Jewelry's something like fashion. You play, you got permission. Just play, have fun, make it your own. Not everybody, we live in such a copycat society. I'm so not a part of this new era we live in where everyone just, kids, I can't believe I'm upset. Kids today, kids today, it's all about, I feel so old. But yeah, I was hosting a graduation party this weekend for a friend's kid who's literally graduating college. I'm going, my friends have kids that are graduating college? How is this possible? I mean, what? I'm fresh out of college myself. How can this be happening? But here we are. So, yeah. Well, I don't know anything about that either, Tony, because no, there's none of that. Maybe you once experienced that, but I have not. Oh, yeah, I need an agent and someone got to renegotiate. But anyway, Tony, thank you for this thing making me laugh. All right, so here we are, guys, 701 1-carat. This is a really, really good one. Let's just blow it out for you. We got values, we got rounds, we got the Tanzanite Museum Reserves we love. White, yellow, rose, we are going to do that for you as well. We've got the white, yellow, rose gold option for you. That's awfully nice. And let's go ahead and send it out for, I don't know, about $27,000, especially, I guess that's to make up for the discount on the yellow diamond. No, I don't have anything to make up for that. That's just a loss. Let's keep on losing. Let's keep it up. I got a really good value here. We can just keep on losing money all the way till 8 o'clock. I say we do that. And let's make it a flash show, right? I mean, the graphic's still up there. I just say we replace sale. No, we should. Just put flash show. It's a flash show. It is. This is not about that wasn't one item. I'll keep it going. Seriously, right? It's a whole show. Did you see what I did before the yellow diamond band? There are money lost everywhere. Hey, Deborah. Oh, Deborah C., thank you. All I read was that you made my day, so I'm happy already. Let's see what she has to say. Oh, did you get one of the bands? Oh, I think you should, by the way. You're welcome for the flash sale. Perfect. She got another. She had one. She got another. Deborah, bravo to you. Or brava. That's excellent. Thank you so much, Deborah, for your kind words. I appreciate that. All right, we work our you-know-what's off for you guys. We do. So that little word of appreciation, I will share that with everybody here. All right, let's do better than $27,000. No way am I going to do that. Let's just go ahead and send it out, $9,999. But wait, I think Deborah, she's inspired me here. Let's do something even better for you. And the fact that I'm now doing a flash show. Let's do the whole thing. Under 9,000, and we still got busy lines, so I gotta imagine that yellow diamond band is selling out, or we got requests coming in. All are great. Want to make sure all that happens, but let's do even better than 9,000, 8,000, 7,000's right at 1,000 a carat. Who's doing that on a Tanzanite? Well, nobody's doing on blue wing black tea because they don't have it. We're doing the best quality out there, and it will not be $7,000 to start. I'm going to do an auction. It's the only way I can get around this price tag. I'm going to do the auction and we'll see who's out there. We're not even doing $7,000 or $65,000, $6,000 or $55,000. Do I dare go $5,000 to start on a round? We all remember there's a premium on a round. No matter what the stone is, the round gets the premium price tag. The round is where there's a bigger loss. That's really, truly exactly what's going on. It's the round that has that premium price tag. Usually it's about 60 to 70% more. It's not $5,000. I know we're going to need something wild. You can't follow up that yellow diamond band with just anything. You got to make it just equally as special. How about $4,500 to get it going on the round blue wing block D? Here we are. It's not 45. Come on, we got it. Okay, we got to keep the lines going. We got 45 minutes left, and we'll take requests, whatever they may be. Still got that star ruby to show you. I will show you the Diaspore, and the Diaspore is amazing. But now, Tanzy time. We love a Tanzy moment. And this one, $4,000 to start. Let's go. 4,000 on a 7-carat, and to think it's even the round cutting, which is oh so premium, oh so important, and it's 4,000 to get it going. And yes, teeny tiny little itty bitty baby increments. Love that too. There's Paraíba here for more money, and the Paraíba is 45 points, so I'm gonna say probably not the best idea tonight, but we've got more on the way. Or do you want to see a big opal, trillion cut? Or how about that sapphire? Remember the cornflower blue sapphire? Still here. We had a pendant and a ring that actually matched each other. A fire opal, the sphene pendant. We'll show you all those. But $4,000, no open. Okay, we'll move in 60 seconds. We got to give 60 final seconds, see if we get that happening here, and then we're gonna be moving. Now, any requests or questions? How are we doing? Jason, what's the most any one customer took in the diamond bands? Really? Very nice. And who was that? Do you remember? Who's Miss Stock Up on Yellow Diamond Bands over there? I love it. Okay. Well, again, that's probably why they're close to sell out here. Very, very important, and keep on shopping them. All right, happy Thursday. This is why. Please don't miss a Thursday. You know, don't miss it. It's like the, yeah, I get it. It's the middle child of our weeknights. There's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 5 to 8. So it's the midpoint. We get all excited for what's new Wednesday. We love Fridays because who doesn't love Fridays? It's the kickoff to the weekend. It's party time. It's relaxed time. It's stay up late time. Do we have the open? 4,000. Who is it? Wonderful, Julia. Hi, Julia. We've got the open at 4,000. I'm going to try it on again, and then remember, you can change the gold. And what else? Get your size. Get the size and the shipping all done for free. Here it is on the handle one more time, because the size perspective is really important here too, is to see how it looks from a distance away, get that whole scale and size accounted for. So important to see. And yet you've got we got $4,000. Look at that. So there is something more powerful when seeing it on the hand. And it's not just because, yeah, it's on the hand, so you actually see it size-wise and scale-wise and get a little extra, background besides just a white piece of paper, but also to see that brilliance you have. I mean, see it in a little more motion. This is not just moving left to right, but actually you really see it's got an incredible, vivid flash to it. It's very bright. It's very powerful. It's got tons of the reds coming through. It wouldn't be Museum Reserve if it didn't. Remember, these stones were all selected first, way back in 2018. That's nearly 6 years ago, because it was December of 2018 when the very top of the collection were put aside. They were put aside from the very beginning as the Museum Reserve, not later. It wasn't the leftovers. So they were the best from the beginning. Question? You sure can. Here it is from the inside. And that's what, well, look at that. A beautiful platform. We expect that. Underneath that basket work that set that stone up a little higher, this great finishing you have on the inside here that's going to set those diamonds up as they deserve to be set, because diamonds love light. So does this round, which is nice to get a lot of light access from the side profile as you wear it. And it's 4,000. Let's give it 2 final minutes to see that one out the door. It'll be gone. 4,000 to Julia. Thank you, Julia, on that one. And again, any requests you have, we're down to about 40 minutes left in the show. I do have that Diaspore, which I'm thinking is coming out right after this. Do think we got to bring that out sooner rather than later, okay? Because that's I'm getting ready to do something crazy there too. And then, sure, we can bring you yellow diamonds in a necklace. We had the gold quartz earlier. Star ruby, anything else you want to request? We're open to any and all requests. We're going to work very, very hard to bring out whatever you need and whatever kind of value you'd like to see as well. That's very important. So let me know. But 4,000 and final now, 85 seconds remaining on this lovely one here, and it just has that gorgeous Sapphire brilliance, red flashes everywhere, deeply saturated. So even if you're tempted by some of the other stones out there and you're thinking, well, if I spend 30,000 or 38,000, or maybe you're in retail, maybe you're not, maybe you're doing the shopping thing, home shopping off TV, 3,800 a carat. You think it's going to be better? Nothing's better than the Blue Wing Block D, and it is going to somebody in the next 55 seconds. We just need to find out who. Right now, Julia's saying it's mine, but let's see if there's any competition here, because any given auction, we're always hoping for more than one bidder lately, it seems. And that's just a great lesson to be learned, is that when you're shopping in these types of environments now, it's going to be a little more helpful here to maybe shop when there aren't as many people watching, because there's not a lot of competition on the auctions. Remember earlier, I had round Tanzanite earrings. They had one bidder. So yeah, needless to say, that was a big value. And now we're seeing it again on a Tanzanite round. Think about the irony of the fact they match too. Round earrings, round ring. Anybody else on this one? Our last 17 seconds now. And then the Diaspore. Sure, it is coming out. We're doing the Diaspore next for you. And it's a very big stone and a precious one source color changing stone. For everything this stone does, we're going to up the ante a bit with this next one. Joanne, you're not on this one? All right, that's sold. Congratulations. Here we go. It's time for the Diaspore. Item number here is 1129885. This shares a lot of different things. And remember, the regular price on the diamond band was $18.88, because I hear somebody's asking about it right now, and they're wondering, well, will it be a better price someday? Oh, and the operator had to inform them that actually, no, it will go up to its original price as soon as it's sold out, and it'll probably exist online forever at $18.88. So I guess I should rephrase my sentence there. If you want to spend $18.88, unless it sells out, which it's, last time I checked, we had 3 left, so I don't think it's going to last. But if it were to even, let's say somebody says, I'm going to give back the 3 I bought, okay, it would be $18.88. Talking about the yellow diamond, because we still have some questions about that, and people are asking, what's it going to be? $18.88 or $9.99. Choice is yours. If you get it tonight, here, now, during the show, it's $9.99 before it sells out. If it sells out and we have to make it again, now I don't know. If we made it again at a later date, it's probably going to be more than $18.88. Something to keep in mind. Gold has been, you know, it does its thing, but it's always hovering around a lot more than a $9.99 price tag, certainly. So that's where you want to take advantage. Please check gold bands. If your local stores don't have yellow diamond bands at 1 carat, this is always my advice. Check what a 14 karat gold band is going for. And just realize that you're going to pay more for a regular 14 karat gold band, and you can get the one with the diamonds here and spend less. That's how I look at the value. So if you need a little help, but let's take a look at this Turkish color change Diaspore, because I know we got some questions about the yellow diamond. I don't want you to miss it. Do you know how many emails I have to write every day that basically are that? I'm sorry that sold out, or I'm sorry that's a different price now, or I'm sorry that offer was only good for the show. There's a lot of my hours of my day are spent writing those emails, and it's very sad to do. So again, if you can be here and take advantage of us and the values we have live, it really does help. But here, I mean, talking just about your budget, I know me, I'm not going to buy it for more money out of principle. Do you know how many times that happens to me in shopping? There was a sale and I missed it, and then the price goes up, and I'm going, I'm not going to buy it now. It's just out of principle. No, I had a chance and I missed it. My fault. My bad, if you will. So here we are with our 383 color changing one source Diaspore, one of the rarest stones on the planet. And it has so much kiwi green. Usually these are browns, golden browns, and they're lovely. They can be a golden brown champagne color and they're lovely, but the real nice stones are kiwi greens. And that's a very specific green color, by the way. That's not a lime green. Kiwis and limes look nothing alike. A Granny Smith apple looks nothing like a kiwi or a lime. There's different greens. If we're just going, down the produce aisle. If we really want to get into it, there's all kinds of greens. This is a very specific kiwi green that denotes the highest end quality of Diaspore. You have that here with the 20 points and diamonds around it. In, again, a choice of gold color, love that. And the rare round, and it's nearly 4 carats, and this stone is clean. They aren't usually that clean. They're not usually powerful like this one. And that is Portuguese, fabulous cutting. Portuguese cut round, here it is on the hand, another great one if you want to add some stackables, some wonder rings. Look at this, it's like a kaleidoscope of different colors. It really is a beauty, and it's not going to be, well, let's try it again, I'm gonna auction it. Because I'm looking at $69.99. I don't want to get that. We got a flash show going on. I made it a flash sale into a flash show, and we got 35 minutes to shop. The flash show. So I'm going to do that right now. And we're not doing $69.99. It's going to be on the auction block. I know that we've already got some people interested. I understand that. And here we are, and some people are debating a yellow diamond, so unless it'll be available, but limited. Okay, so we're good. We've got 2. All right, that's fine. Somebody can get 2, or 2 of you can get 1 yellow diamond band. But here's what I'll do on the auction, because that is the only way to get around $69.99. Shall we go 6,000, 5,000, 4? I think given what I've seen now for 2.5 hours, It's going to take an even bigger discount than $4,000 to get a lot of people in. I've run 2 auctions. They both had one bidder. They were one and dones. Not exactly what you expect. So I'm going to try this time, not just to get it an affordable low, but also get more than one shopper on the line. Let's do better than even $3,500. This is right now at basically $1,000 in Tucson, Arizona this year. That was in February. It was right around that big game when football was ending. Remember that? I got out there for a couple hours. Mostly, I wanted to see the Diaspore pricing because every other show, you don't really see them unless it's a gemstone-centric show. The price tags, wow, 5,800 a carat for a Diaspore. That's per carat, and that's wholesale. You got to be a reseller. That's just not economical, especially if you have to times 5,800 by 4. So basically close to 24,000. Yes, I'm rounding up, but let's say 20. Let's just be conservative and say 20. Let's round down. 20 grand for the stone. Too much when you've got the ring here. For 35, let's go $3,000 to start instead. Or I just keep going. Because I really want to see that one out of here. And that diamond perfect halo pave. Great band, basket work that really does. We always, again, you got to set it up so that you can get all that extra light to the stone. Look at how you can peer in through those marquise cutouts and see the depth of your stone. Not 3,000, not 25. What about $2,000 on the nearly 4 carat? Or shall we keep going? Because now I'm in. Once you get into giveaway mode, you cannot get out. It's been 26 years of giveaway mode up here. But I'll tell you right now, let me do something even better than $2,000. This is one of those for the ages here. It's not $2,000. Let's go, not 19. $10 on the increment, sure. Any gold you want, good. We got all the choices for you to make it perfect for you. And let's even go lower than 19, 18, 17, 16. This is so wrong. This show, we're going to destroy this tape. Any evidence that this show ever happened or existed needs to be absolutely destroyed. We cannot be. Do you think I have a 383 Diaspore in the future that's going to be $1,600? No, not a chance. Let's do this for even better. This is what happens. Flash sales. I'm never going to be allowed to do a flash sale again. It's only my second one ever. Okay, let's go $1,500. 15 to start. And that will be $10 on the increment. Huge value on the 4 carat. Stunning Portuguese cut round when you're already seeing the purples. And that question I'm sure is being asked. Well, what color does it change to? Those purple and bright hot pink fuchsia flashes, that's the color the whole stone changes to when you're in a different light environment. It goes from the kiwi greens and the goldens and the champagnes to the bright purpley pinky reds. So amazing. No questions? Okay, good. We got some new shoppers. You know what? We've had a lot of new registers on that flash sale. So I don't have a list of all your names, and I wish I did. We've been a little busy on the phone line, so we used to do that. I need to bring that back where we can, welcome everybody who's a brand new shopper. But welcome to everybody who is. I know there have been many, many, many brand new shoppers here in this show tonight. We're so glad to have you and welcome you in as a part of the TVON family. Hi. Yeah? Again? Jason, you got the lucky phone line. Who's that? Linda from where? California. Is she safe from fires and all that? They're everywhere. I don't know why all of a sudden fires sprung up. Probably had a little something to do with the heat, but it wasn't particularly windy, which we were so thankful for. Otherwise, we'd be, the whole state would be decimated like it was a couple years ago. So thankful for that. But Linda's in California and has our open at $1,500. Very exciting for Linda and anybody else who wants to jump in because it is only $10 increments. So we're keeping the increments really tiny once again because we want to welcome a lot of you in. So welcome in. And again, 29 minutes, well, actually 30 minutes left in the show. So that's it, 30 minutes. We got 30 minutes to go. And if there's anything else, maybe you want to see a recap, we will do a couple of recaps because I know I have some great pieces from earlier that definitely need a little re-airing. And then we're going to be in last call here, 2 minutes. Where do you see these diaspores? I know they haven't quite hit retail yet. We can say the same thing for Tanzanite. You know, this happened in the early days of Tanzanite where it was kind of a underground, if you will. I don't mean that like illegally. I'm just talking about like it was only known by the people in the trade, like people who spent their careers and their livelihoods dealing in jewelry. Those were the people that had the early access to Tanzanites. And I know we all wish we did, right? And then it takes a while to kind of hit the general marketplace. And then, okay, that happens, and now it's become a household name. What I like to warn about stones like this is a lot of people might just be a little uncertain about it now because it might be fairly new to you. It's fairly new to all of us as far as being a stone that really hadn't been talked about, still isn't available at large in the commercial world, meaning like your retail stores, etc. Not even available all that often on television. But here's the thing. We're giving you kind of a first in here, but it's probably unlikely. There's not enough of it to really reach that commercial level quality. I don't see it becoming a household name, probably ever, because it is more limited. So there's not a lot. You have to, listen, if you're gonna have it be a household name, it's gotta be essentially available to every household. Tanzanite really being one source, there was still really no shortage. It's been mined pretty steadily for the last, what? It's been about 5.5 decades. So it's been, you know, really, again, pretty consistent with the mining. So this has been a little different. It's been inconsistent. There's not a lot of yield. So it's not really something we're probably ever going to see really reach that height that Tanzanite has. So it's not like you can just kind of sit back and wait for it to arrive everywhere else in the more common jewelry shopping avenues. You want to get it now. And obviously there wouldn't be a better value by waiting anyways. So let's give it a final 2 minutes. And we'll help you own it, but $1,500 only. Did you just have a brand new register over there, Joanne? Was that someone brand new that was shopping with us? Wonderful. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you to all of our new registers. We are in our final 2 minutes on this one, and you're welcome to get on in. There's still a money-back guarantee as well happening right here with the Diaspore. So that's really lovely as well. You got all those wonderful things with the auctions, and you know, if you're not really sure, and you always, we do. You need to see it at home and try it on. I always recommend that. So that's really, really a treat and a delight to be able to have that money-back guarantee. So especially for those that believe, well, maybe it's not that good for 15, so they're showing me one thing, I'm getting something else. No, that's not the way it is either. We deal in really primarily one of a kind. So it is the piece on the air that you get at home more often than not. So it's really important. Obviously, we had a couple of the diamond bands, but these rare, larger stones like this are just not something that we're going to see in these huge, really never-ending quantities. It's just the cutting, the beauty, and the size, the clarity. I've seen a lot of these stones offered in the wholesale world that are the aforementioned 5,800 carat, and they're just really dirty. They're a stone that are generally filled with inclusions. That's a normal feature of this stone, and yet, look at that. You can't find a flaw. It's bright, it's beautiful, it's gleaming, it's got all these different colors. I think that's brought out best with the Portuguese cut round. Thank you. I remember that one. Show it. I'm sure I can. Okay, Cat's Eye Chrysoberyl coming in for another look here. That was only $888 from earlier. 20 seconds left, and Jason, I think Linda's got the one and done on the Diaspore. Very nice. All right. Well, auctions have been one-onlys tonight, meaning one caller, one bid. That's it. And what a way to get it, especially at $1,500. And that one, final 5 seconds. Sounds like that's once, twice, 3 times at $1,500. It's sold. Congratulations. Here we go. This is for the collector who just picked up the Chrysoberyl. It's 112-6277. A super clean, very bright. Usually they're more translucent at best. This is transparent, and it's lovely, isn't it? It's a beauty of a stone here. It also happens to be our round carat 04. The carat 04 is also adorned with 56 points in diamonds. Did the phone lines just get busy for some reason? Probably late arrivals to the auction, I would imagine. Here we are. That one's $888 from earlier. Just to recap from somebody saying, can I see it one more time before I make sure I pick it up? In the yellow it stays. That one is $888 right now, about a size 5.5, I think it was. Let me try it on for you again. Yeah, it's about a 5, 5.5. Yes. There it is one more time. I think that one's gone. Not sure. I'll wait to get word on that. But that was just our quick recap. And we might as well do a few more here for you. I'm going to bring that one back up close. We'll see who's got that one. And then also we have a fire opal and a big blue sapphire we got to recap. couple of great ideas from earlier. I know first hour arrivals, it's a lot to ask on an early of a Thursday, so we'll show you a couple of recaps as well. And our museum masterpiece is still here. It was the 3-carat 73 emerald, that stunning emerald, completely wrapped in yellow diamond pear shapes. It was amazing. And it's only $14,999, which is even more amazing. So we'll recap that as well. Yes? Sure, like in inches or millimeters? You got it. I'm going to try it on again. Let me grab the ruler here, and we'll show it to you in the measurement. So I would say the overall diameter there is exactly a 1/2 inch with the diamonds. So yes, not the stone itself, but the overall ring. 1/2 inch, and then it's all going to taper to a real classic mounting in the back. You can see that classic band style in the back, okay? So that is the Chrysoberyl, and I think that one sounds like it's still verifying for $888. And then we'll recap our fire opal, our huge museum masterpiece, which you got one more chance to look at that one before that gets packed up for the JCK show, which is the big glamorous jewelry wholesale trade show. It's coming up, starts next week, so really excited about that. Here's what that emerald, that's our museum masterpiece, and so perfectly described. Couldn't be a better descriptor than museum and masterpiece. It's 1110713. It's been here a long time, and it's certainly never been the price that we are offering tonight on a GRS certified Colombian Muso Mine emerald that also happens to have a huge halo of yellow diamond pear shapes, all matched, identical. We have been spending a lot of time talking about the beauty and the prize that are yellow diamonds in the gem society overall. Here's 18 karat gold for the setting, 157. There are 16 stones, so it does give you about 10 points on each and every one of those individual yellow diamonds in those pear shapes, and it's in solid gold, and it's 18 karat gold, and it comes with the GRS lab. That's the Gem Research Swiss lab based in, where else? Switzerland, and it denotes Colombian origin. I love the fact that it has also listing the treatment as insignificant. That's extremely important. Take a look at this. Colombian, here's the cert. It's a bifold cert, so it opens and closes like a book. And Gem Research Swiss Lab, here it is with your photograph and your measurement and your carat weights and all of that. And then, of course, you've got full descriptors on all of the details that would be irrelevant outside of the world of gemology, who are expert gemologists like this European Dr. Peretti, who actually did the cert and, of course, signed off on this one. Colombia's origin, that's the cert that comes with it. Here's the ring, and we'll go back to it to take a look at this unbelievable, what was so many hundreds of thousands of dollars in the wholesale world. We're going to do so much better for one of you tonight. And it's actually remarkably, we had this on the air as low as, this is when it started. This is when it was first made. That was over a decade ago, actually. It was one of the first pieces that was created here long before I even got here. And it's been rarely shown because it is a piece that even back, we wouldn't dream of getting anything less than $49,999. The beauty of Museum Masterpiece Must Go segment, which is what's happening one time per show, one item per show, leading up to that gem trade show that kicks off next week. You've got a few more museum masterpieces to get a hold of, and this one today is less than, I don't know how we're even doing this. This, again, kind of takes the cake for all these museum must-goes that we've had. And we've seen a lot of them out the door. We've been showing you everything from Brazilian paraíbas and bracelets to gorgeous rubies. The biggest ruby was here and gone. Ruby bracelet, biggest one, gone. The big sapphire last night, that was a Ceylon sapphire close to 4 carats. And now it's about the museum stunner that is Colombian emerald, almost 4 carats. Well, reminder, $32,000 a carat. That's per carat in buying guides. That's about where they stop. They don't get much larger than 4 carats in the world of emeralds at large. This one is right there, right there. And then it's not just about the size, though. It's about the clarity. Is it dingy and hazy and included and opaque? Most emeralds are, even when they're teeny. This one is nearly 4 carats and just as superbly clean as you can really get. And big yellow diamonds to go with it. And it's under $15,000. $14,999 for one caller tonight. And this is your last look at it. And then it can either go to one of you or it can be packed up and go to JCK and make a little trip to Vegas. Whichever one. Now, I'm not saying that's not fun. That's fun. But I'd rather, it'd be a lot more fun to have one of our TVON family members own this instead of a wholesaler who's going to buy it for more and then resell it for even more. So $14,999. And I know that's a big drop and a big divide. It does not take away from the beauty, the clarity, or the rarity of that stone. That's the whole point of must go. If it was just about a museum piece, it'd be a museum masterpiece. This is not a museum masterpiece. It's a museum masterpiece must go. That's the difference. This isn't about just showing you rare things. It's about, remember, I started this segment because I said, wait, before we take those and sell those to the wholesale clientele that gathers from every corner of the globe in Las Vegas next week, wait, we haven't even shown these much. And granted, I'm not going to show you many pieces that are $50,000 because not everybody can afford them. No matter how beautiful they are, no matter what value that entails, not everybody wants to spend $50,000. So we don't spend a lot of airtime on those items. But when it's marked down to the lowest price it'll ever be, those are the times to go ahead and act. And that's what we have here. Take a look. Yes? The emerald, congratulations. The emerald is gone. And I'm going to do a couple more recaps because along those lines, we have an emerald, well, an Asher cut fire opal, and that is here. Congratulations on the emerald. Do you have any questions for me on that? Okay. Do you need the size? I'll get it for you because I think it is a slightly smaller size than most rings are. So let me give you that, although it's very easy to size. It's a pretty straightforward band in the back, and it is right now, yeah, it's a size 5 right now. So 5, and then we can make it whatever size you need. And I didn't try that on the hand this time, or did I? I don't know, remember, so I'm going to do it again. Joanna, if they need to see it on the hand one more time, it is a size 5 currently. Here it is on the hand. And wow, that is just, oh my goodness. I gotta congratulate you. That is just, I mean, seeing it, because seeing it from a distance is a little even more impactful than seeing it up close. Seeing that overall stunning, stunning glow. Congrats on that one. It is gone. Let's go to our fire opal, which is also going to be the next one to head out of here. It's 113-1268. And 1268 is going to be our 122 that, yes, looks so much larger than that. It really does. It looks a whole bunch larger than that. And 58 points in the double halo and diamonds continuing down the sides. It's our last call. We have 18 minutes on our Thursday night. So this is last chance, last call here. And then we've got, sure, we'll have another museum masterpiece tomorrow night, and Saturday morning, and Sunday morning. And then I believe Wednesday night next week is my last. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able, I don't know. I'm going to see if we've got, maybe we'll let Thursday be one more. But either way, you've only got a couple more days of one-of-a-kind museum masterpieces, okay? And then here we are with 122, 58 points in diamonds. This one's only $19.99. Now, Jason, you were picking up the Diaspore, right? Or something else? Were you still in the Diaspore, or was it one of our? Gotcha. All right. And then the Kunzite Chrysoberyl, I'm not sure if that's gone or not. So, oh, it is. Thank you for letting me know. All right. And then here's our $19.99 fire opal. One only there. I'm going to recap the blue sapphire too. We had a cornflower blue round here earlier, and I know these recaps are important. They are vital because not everybody's able to be with us on the beginning of a weeknight show. So I've got a couple more pieces to recap, then we're done, and we'll see you tomorrow night with our 5 to 8 for our kickoff to the weekend. The weekend will be here. So we're excited about that too. And then here's our gorgeous fire opal. I'm going to try that on the hand too. And you can actually change the gold up a bit. So if you want the yellow gold instead, be our pleasure to do that for you. If you want the yellow or the rose gold, totally up to you there. But that is one gorgeous fire opal. So well done there. Let me also show you the yellow diamond because we had a 1 carat 01 east-west set, not the band, but instead platinum. And this huge, yes. 5-stone band ring again, sure. Let me pop that on my hand really quickly for you. And that's our big flash sale event of the day. Let me show it. Did they just want to see one on? And any particular finger you want to see it on? Maybe the ring finger is traditional, but if it's pinky or anything else, who's that for? Dawn. All right, Dawn, here it is. This is the, if anybody else missed it as well, this is the 1 carat minimum 5-stone band. This is in solid yellow. Remember, yellow was the only option here. You're going to just choose your size. Here it all is. Natural yellow diamonds that are VS. 5 stones going across the way here. Stackable, yes. Ring guard, yes. Really fits anywhere on the hand too. And meaning you could wear as a pinky or a thumb ring or anywhere in between you want. It's $9.99. So fabulous value there. Our big flash sale event of tonight. So that was really a hugely important piece. But now this is the other yellow diamond. It's how our yellow diamond party started tonight, was with this East-West set 101, which is 1130421. And that would be this fabulous 101 oval yellow via stone as well. Very elongated, also has the diamond baguettes. That's what makes it so unique. The way they run along the sides create, it's like two little mini dome rings. And then somehow it's like your stone is, it looks like it's tension set, but it's not. Don't worry, it's got a full basket underneath and prong setting. But it does look like that tension set yellow diamond. 229 overall, incredible markdown on this one. Got this all the way down to $24.99 for the entire ring you see there in platinum, which is something else when you consider also the way this looks on the hand and the way it does give you all these dramatic looks from every angle. It's not just one viewpoint or another, it's every single angle of this ring as it rounds out the sides. And again, it's a very rounded type of, like I said, it's like two dome rings together. We've all seen those big oversized dome rings. This is really two together. Look at the great finishing on the inside. This is all platinum. It'll stay as platinum, and then we'll size it for you, but let me show you on. But look at how beautiful. This is really, when you see it on, and I can show it from the profile, that's when you really get to appreciate the way this one looks from all the angles. Here it is. That's straight up. We're used to seeing that straight on view, but look at this. From the side perspective, from the profile, either profile. It's very difficult. There's 2 rows per side. So this row has 2 rows, this row has 2 rows of the baguettes that are also running east to west, just like the center stone is. And there you can see some very flashy flash. We've had our flash show, our flash sale. Well, that's all the flash you ever need, but in a unique styling here in $24.99, not any other design like it. We have tens of thousands of pieces of jewelry we've covered over the years. We have never seen another design quite like this one. So very unique. Wouldn't bank on seeing another one like that if you're thinking in terms of white diamonds and yellow diamonds together. And what a way to show off the crisp, bright, beautiful color that has. So that'll be our last look at that one. Of course, that one's on its way as well, it looks like. And then we have this beautiful sapphire to recap, which is our huge cornflower blue that turns out it's a round stone, because we did bring you an incredible museum masterpiece last night that was a blue sapphire. Today, a little bit smaller, a little bit more affordable, but still ever so bright a cornflower blue. So we will take a look at that one more time as we have 13 minutes left to go in the show. So what else can we show you? What else can we save you money on? What else would you like to request or recap? All you have to do is call and tell us. Call us and tell us. Call us and tell us. It's all you got to do. That's why we're here live. Interact. Tell us what you need and what you'd like. And this one is $24.99. Here comes the sapphire for its final look. The one, okay, this is just, again, still ever so bright. Gleaming and glowing in the round. 113-1059 is the item number on our cornflower blue round sapphire. An incredible stone. I just think it's nice to have that option when last night it was all about the 3.5 carat blue sapphire. Now we're still getting a big size. It's 1.5 carats, but you have this wonderful mounting around it, which is so much fun to see because, well, to me, it's a lot of gold, but it's casual. There's nothing overdone about the diamonds. It's 28 points. It lines the sides, the borders of the piece, all done in the pave. That S curve that wraps on through it is so lovely. And here's our last call on this one. And the greatest news is you can still get a big cornflower blue and in the upgraded cut of the round here for less than $4,000. I'm making that $39.99. So that's a huge value there. And then we got a couple pieces you have not seen. There was a matching pendant, by the way. We had a pear-shaped pendant that was here for $5.99. I'll flash that for you. Plus the sphene necklace. That's got to go. That was a huge value on a big time round sphene. So I had that one for you as well. And here's a look at that pendant. When I say match, it matches the color. It is a pear shape in the pendant, but that pendant is $5.99. So most affordable idea of the day is right there. And you are choosing your gold color choice in the pendant as well. If you need to ask your operatives about it, it's 112-9204. Or you can just say sapphire pear shaped pendant and they'll be able to help you out with that for $5.99. And then here comes the sphene. Last look at the color change sphene necklace I had. And then we'll get to some brand new before we go. But always like to make sure that you see all the recaps from the day, because you know there's a lot of people who wanted to wait and see the flash sale and then decide on what they can't live without from the show. So here is your second look now at the sphene we had earlier, or maybe it's your first look if you joined us a little later. 113-1038 is the number, and that is one gorgeous sphene round. It's also It's 18 karat gold, first of all of it. Chain is attached. So this is one fabulous necklace, not a pendant and chain, one complete piece with a 221 color chain sphene round, with the baguettes, the rounds, and the really big kite cut, plus there are rounds bezel set in the chain as well, 2 on each side of your neckline as you wear it, and that's 18 points in the fancy, 16 points in the rounds. The fancy includes the kite cut and the baguettes together is at least a minimum there. That's my understanding. And what we're going to blow out is the price and make the entire necklace. Chain attached, not a pendant without the chain. You don't need to worry a thing. It's all attached, one great piece, one finished look, all together, and it's only $2,999 as well. So a big value there, and look at that brilliance. That's really what shows off the dispersion we love of sphene that goes higher than that of diamond. Doesn't matter if you have the most flawless, beautiful, let's say you've got a true, actual, literal, like a flawless or internally flawless diamond, it's not going to disperse more than this. There are certain refraction levels that are higher, certain dispersion levels that are higher than diamonds. Very few stones can say that. This is one of them. So for $29.99, and this is where, reminder, there are the 2 bezel set diamonds there, and then there's 2 more. So all together from a distance, let's show you one more time what this looks like here in the solid gold. White gold is how it will stay. Look at that from a distance. Oh, so it never stops. It never stops sparkling. It never stops. And what you can't see yet is the even more, if there is such a thing, the more fascinating part of this is that it changes from green to red. Complete color changing stone at $29.99. And here's what it looks like from a distance. And don't forget, you're going to adjust the length. It has 16, 17, and 18 inches, all as part of that adjustability. So plenty of wearability there as far as how you can wear it at different lengths with ease, no issue. Don't need a separate chain, it's all attached. So there it is at $29.99. So our last call on the show, I'm gonna give you a look at, why not just bring out a really big deal on our last of this yellow diamond necklace. Since it's been such a great yellow diamond day, let's show you 112-9984. This is wild. It happens to be a 5-stone necklace. We did the 5-stone band. Let's do a little mini flash sale on the very last of our 5-stone necklace. This feels a lot like our iconic smile necklace that we do in white diamonds, but it's upgraded to include oval and pear-shaped larger stones here. And get ready for the wow factor to come back into play. It's been a yellow diamond day. If there was ever a day to try or to add yellow diamonds to your collection, it is certainly tonight. And we've got 8 minutes left in tonight. So this is really important. Now, it's one you haven't seen. 72 points in the pear shapes, there are 2. Then the ovals are gonna total at 113, so that's 185 overall, but consider you're getting about a near 40 pointer here on either. So really, they're all right in that, between 35 and 40 in the diamonds individually. So they're all what we consider light half carats. They're all bezel set, so they look bigger. And then you have one beautiful option. It's white and yellow. We give you both the gold colors so that there really is no option to make, no decision on what's best. We know that the yellow diamonds look outstanding in the yellow gold, so there they are, bezel set, and we know the contrast of the white gold chain works really, really well. So this will be our one and only 16, 17, 18, and yes, it's an upgraded lobster claw closure as well. So you do get that high-end clasp. It's just a little easier to maneuver in. Any big necklace with a bigger chain deserves a bigger clasp and closure. Here's what it looks like from a distance away as well. And that's where you really, I think that shows you the impact. And we have been all about some really gorgeous yellow diamonds, as we know. These are even larger. Are you ready to see it on the neckline? All right, that's where we're gonna go. You ready? Let's take it on over to the neckline here and show you. Oh, whether you wanna wear it at 16, 17, 18's right about here. Give or take, just depends on the neckline. That's your option. So really fits whatever neckline you need. Back up close we go. Every single stone, bezel set, they're consistent too. The colors are consistent. That's so, so important, isn't it? It would ruin if they weren't. So you've got the consistency of the color saturation. It will look great with the band. There were a few of you that picked up a band today. So if you did, here's your match, here's your set, here's your collection, and let's blow it out as only we can do on a flash sale event night. It has really turned from a flash sale item to a flash sale night, to a flash sale overall show. And you know what? Got to continue it right now. As it is, it stays. Great gifting idea, great gifting moment. Any yellow diamond collector, here you go. We're going to make this better than where it started, 13,000. Sure, that's great. Check that against any retailer. I'm not here to beat retail. We got to beat wholesale. We got to beat every shopping network out there. And sometimes we got to do what we've been doing tonight. Beat ourselves, our own pricing, our own incredible pricing that we have day after day after day. Got to make it even better here. And that's what this is going to be. It's not 13,000 or even 3. How about that? $29.99 for the big yellow diamonds. Getting even better for the end of the show. 5 minutes left to go. Any questions you have? There are only a few items left from the show, but I still would really encourage you to call on anything that you're still thinking of, anything you're still curious about. This is the day. You know these price tags go away here at the end of the show, so either the price tags or the actual jewelry itself. So either way, it's not the time to sit back and say, I'll just wait. Well, it means one of two things. You either miss out entirely or you pay more. I don't think either are good options. And that's where, again, let's do this as our grand finale. 5 minutes left to go. Here's what we're going to offer instead of $29.99. I can do this. We could try to do something really wild. At the very end of the show, there's our grand finale. We could put it on the auction block just to try and make it even cheaper. Keep in mind, I've only had one bidder per auction tonight, so it's a good night to be dialed in and participating. And we could go $2,500. I mean, I'm trying to save you a bundle here. And we've been giving away jewelry all night. Why stop now? What about 25? What about 24, 23, 22? I only have 4 minutes left. So whatever it's going to be, it's got to happen fast. What about 20? You know what? Skip it. Let's go $2,000 to open. And it'll probably be the last item that we share with you tonight. And we'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place, 5 to 8 Pacific. 8 to 11 Eastern, Friday night, Club TVON, love that. But this is 2,000 among, wait a minute, 5 stones, bigger stones here. These are not, and we loved our 20 pointers minimum in the band. But these are all going to be, I mean, if you got a carat 85, let's just take it overall here. Carat 85 divided by 5. Well, that's going to be, and that's why it matches, that's about, on average, 37 points, 37, 38 points. So right in that range. So bigger stones, they look like 1 carats. The way those bezels are done, they really do. It's amazing how a bezel can even make it look double in the terms of diamonds. And this one, 2,000 to open, no open yet. Let's give it a minute. 60 seconds. If not, I'll show you something else we haven't seen yet. But this is a major value. And we've got 2,000 to start it off here. And this goes well. Think about next to, I know somebody picked up that 5-stone band for that incredible flash sale event price that is over tonight. Well, guess what? There's the piece. I think that just matches, even though there's no cushions in the necklace. But why not have the play, the mix, the match? These are pear shapes and ovals together and all set in a way where I love this kind of diagonal type of mix and match, yet they all are going to create overall that little subtle smile curve that is done here in those diamonds with the yellow and the white. So goes with everything. One size fits most because 16, 17, and 18 are all built in. All of that, $2,000 no open. All right, we're going to show you an opal that I have not shown you yet. Now, we still have our sapphire. Our round sapphire is here. I still have the sphene necklace, and that is about it. Check on yellow. Oh, the yellow diamond ring, the yellow diamond, the big oval. That's here too. Now, look at this opal as a great way to get you ready and I think send everybody off to Dreamland tonight with some serious color. That is opal. I saw blue-green. We showed you one earlier tonight. It was lovely. Here's one that's even more electrifying with the colors, 1126054. And we have 2 minutes now, so this is going to be a little 2-minute special here. And let me make sure it's got no fingerprints. It's platinum setting. It's a 191 on the black opal out of Australia's Lightning Ridge. Huge diamonds. Those are big Asher cuts, huge Marquise cuts, 6 of them, and then the round brilliance the rest of the way, and that's 78 points overall. And I'll do a quick giveaway for the very last, literally, minute and a half of the show. It's all we've got. And then we'll see you tomorrow night at 5 o'clock Pacific, 7 Central, and 8 p.m. Eastern. But right now, the opal used to be $69.99. Now it's not. First caller gets it. End of the show is here. Talk about a giveaway at the end of the night. Here it is on the hand, and I will mark it down to $2,900 and skip 29. Let's do it. We got to move one more piece. We got 1 minute to do it. 60 seconds to go. And a $29.99 price going even lower. Make it $24.99, and that'll be it. 60 seconds to think about. If it goes, we'll show you something else. If it's still here, well, I don't think it's going to be here. I think it's going to be a matter of will it go within the 60 seconds or right thereafter. We'll find out. But $24.99 in platinum. There are actually 8 huge diamonds individually. Most of that 78 points is among those 8 larger stones. It's 2 Ashers and 6 different marquise cuts, and they themselves are bezel set, much like our yellow diamonds and our necklace was. And here's what we're doing at $24.99. One last chance. Would you like the opal? And it's going to have even more dynamic depth of color than you're even seeing now, because this is the worst it'll ever look, and it looks pretty good. So to see that in a better light, get ready for some wow color. Thank you again for being with us tonight. Welcome to all of our new registers. Thank you for being here. Remember, you never know when you tune in. You got to, because you never know what you're going to see, and you never know when the best value is right around the corner. So thank you for being a part of this one. Congrats to everyone who shopped something tonight, especially that yellow diamond flash sale. I will see you tomorrow for our big Friday night. We'll kick off our holiday weekend. How does that sound? I'll see you tomorrow at 5 on Lauren Blair. Good night.